Hi, a very good morning. Am I audible?
Sir, good morning. Yes, you are audible,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Oh,
Audible.
okay, great, great. So in the last session, we were discussing a case of some employee-related data set, and I was saying that we can convert, let's say, some ratings into star format also, right? At this point, I have stopped in last session, and I was just saying that I will bring some more relevant data so that we can see the effectiveness of star conversion. Or let's say, if any employee is having a rating of 3 or 4 or maybe 5, so how we are going to notate or how we are going to represent in terms of a star. That's a 3-star rated, 4-star rated, and so and so. So in a continuation of that, just let me upload the file that I have shared today morning, like a star rating, right? So let me upload that file.
Sir, would request
Yes,
if you
please.
can share on chat also because I'm unable to download the session 7 file. So if you can
Okay,
share both the
okay, okay,
files.
okay.
कौन सा पेज करूँ? ना पापा से पूछो ना। कोई भी पेज कर लो जो खाली हो। बट खाली वाला डिफिकल्ट वाला है। बट कंप्लीट वाला नहीं।
So it is showing me that session 7 cannot be shared because it is in currently use. Close the file and then share. Okay. Let me close the file first.
बुक से ही देख लो। Sir, we have to load session 7, right?
Yes, session 7 as well as a star rating.
Okay.
Yes. So what I'm doing here, just I'm uploading this star rating first in Power BI. And let me click on this data set given in the given in a file, and it is just loading. So in this case, like multiple ratings have been given, like employee satisfaction, employee, what you can say, work-life balance, performance rating, and so on. So we'll see how we can convert into a star rating and how we can use in representation. So if you see this data set, star rating, like if you compare EMP satisfaction, K column, one rating is there, and then they have mentioned job satisfaction, and then yes, work-life balance as well. The 3 ratings they have provided in this. So back to here, like how we are going to convert. And in this case, if you see in the original data set, they have mentioned like a 1 to 5, right? 5 may be the best star, or maybe the 1 is the lowest star, or maybe 1 is the lowest rating. So in this case, how we are going to convert, let's say I'm working on first work-life balance, right? I'm selecting this one. And now there is another option here. Let me see where it, and let's say quick measure. Over the ribbon, there is another option, quick measure. If I click on this, it is asking us to select a calculation. If I am selecting star rating here, right? So in the same manner, if I select this star rating, now it is asking us the base value. That means the field you want to convert all the ratings into star format, right? And they are asking that like software is asking how many number of stars you want to convert. Another thing here is what should be the lowest star and lower or maybe highest value. So let's say if I'm giving the highest value or maximum value is a 5 star and the lowest is a let's say 1 star or 0 star, I can say, right? If there is no rating as well. And maximum 5, number of stars are 5. Now they are asking us to add a data. So I'm adding work-life balance to here.
Sir,
Right.
please repeat
Now,
once more.
yes. So what I have done, just click on this
Sir,
quick measure.
that is what start from beginning, sir.
Right,
What
right.
star rating where it is in session 7 I have downloaded. The
Right.
Excel
So,
file.
right. So just upload into Power BI. Just open your Power BI and just upload there. And once it is getting uploaded, you will be seeing all these fields on the right corner, right? And in this case, by default, we are knowing that from the data set that work-life balance and performance rating, then what you can say, job satisfaction, like 3 to 4, or environmental sustainability, or what is that? Environmental satisfaction, right? So 3 to 4
Sir,
ratings they have provided.
excuse
Yes,
me,
please.
sir.
Yes, please.
We have to upload both the files.
No, only first file, star rating.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right. So in this case, just after uploading this, just click on this quick measure. Right. Over the ribbon, it is given where we have seen like get data and other thing. So if in this quick measure case, just select the particular calculation. Right. So predefined formulas and predefined like functions they have written here. Like if you remember when we were discussing in Excel, count if, average if, max if, right? And we were able to see this top kth value or top kth employee or top kth bottom side employee in terms of the performance, in terms of the salary, and other one. So lot of functions they have predefined, we can directly call and we can directly use that one. So let's say if I use this star rating. So it is asking us the 3 parameters. What field you want to, or which field you want to convert into star rating first. And another one here is like how many stars rated value you require. So maybe a 7 star, maybe 5 star, maybe 3 star as well. So by default, I'm taking this as a star. Lowest value is 0. And why seeing the data set, if you remember when we were discussing in employee ledger, right? So in that case, I was converting all this performance rating into 100%. And we have given unequal range of the values like till 40% below average or maybe failure side, and then again 15 till 55 it is average or maybe something, then it more than 85 excellent, another one, right? Unequal range of the data set. But in this case, I'm giving 5 as a max rating and value 0 as lowest. So if it is not a 5 or maybe something, we can directly convert, let's say 0 to 100 scale also. So how many stars? Let's say 5 star or 7 star, and the value should range from 0 to 100. So it will make a equal division of all the 7 range, and it will convert all the values equivalent of the stars. Right. Now, if I click on this add, which field you want to convert? So let's say my first conversion is work-life balance. Right. I'm adding here. After dragging this work-life balance, just click on this add. Right. Now you are able to see this. After this work-life balance, there is another field, calculated field, work-life balance star rating. By default, it has been added to my data model. Right. If you remember, like add column, delete column, remove column from Power Pivot. So same thing, it has been added here as a new column by the software. Now, what is I'm going to do with this? Let's say
Sir, first
Yes,
we
please.
have to select our work-life balance, then build visuals we have to click, because after clicking nothing is coming for me. Build
Right,
visual.
right, right. So we will build visual later. First, we need to add a new column based on the conversion of the rating. So conversion of the ratings into stars, right? So let's say what will happen if I start dragging. Let's say if I click a table here, right? And in this case, my employee ID or employee name, let's say employee ID I'm dragging as a first column. If employee name, if they have mentioned, name maybe something. No, they have not mentioned any name. They have mentioned only the employee ID. That's fine. And in this case, I can drag a department as well, which department they belong, or this which position they have mentioned something. Marital history, percentage, position. No. So they have mentioned only the department. So I can directly drag this department as a second column. Right? See, in this case, let me go for the focus mode. Right? All employees ID and their department. Now, if I drag work-life balance as a calculated part, right? Now I'm going to drag work-life balance as calculated part into the same. See, all these ratings has been converted, or now it is not showing me 1 star. Oh, sorry, 1 rating, 2 rating, 3 rating. They are just showing me the stars against the employee ID. See, all the employees, it has mapped all the ratings and converted into the star format. So let's say by default, we have only the 5 rating and we have converted into 5 star, right? It might be possible that rating is a 5 or maybe 3 or something, and we need to convert into 7 star or maybe something. Let's say intentionally, if I convert my ratings into 7 star format, so when it will become a half star, maybe a 1/4 star or maybe something. So that we are going to see. In this case, only 5 ratings and 5 stars. So there is no decimal and no other things. What will happen if I want to convert, let's say my second rating, job satisfaction. Let me see what is there in job satisfaction. Yes. Again, this is the rating, right? So we can convert into a star format. Let's say what we are going to do this time. Job satisfaction. So in this case, again, I'm going to click on this quick measure, right? And then let's say this time I'm going to select again a star rating here. And then this time intentionally, by default, there are only 5 ratings. But let's say what will happen if I want to convert all the 1 to 5 rating into 7 star format, right? And maximum value should be 100 or 5. My maximum value as a highest rating here is 5 only. So make sure that my system is going to develop all the ratings between 0 to 5 into 7 star format. So now we are able to see this like half star, 1/4 star, 3/4 star, or something, that type of ratings. If I click on job satisfaction to add here, now if I click on add, right? So another field has been added to my data model. Let's say, let me close. Job satisfaction calculated field star rating, right? I have added another field here, job satisfaction star rating. What will happen if I click or if I drag it here as a new column? See, now you are able to see all these ratings has been converted into 7 star format. See, right? So that is our choice, that how many stars we want, or how many scale parameter we require to see or
Sir,
to
once again,
represent.
just a job satisfaction or any, because for me star
Ah,
rating is not coming. It is coming 4, 2, 3.
okay, so you have converted or you have added this into measures?
First, I will select job satisfaction, right?
Right, right. So just add there and let's say star rate. Just add some field which is having rating or which is having a 0 to 100 or 0 to 200 value, right? And you need to define the number of the stars here. Then you need we need to define the what is the 0 value, like what is the lowest value and what is the highest value, so that it should map all these star rating from in between of that, right? Inclusive of the both range. right?
After this, we will put job satisfaction in add data.
Add data, right. Right. So this is about the like a star conversion or star rating conversion of the given values or given ratings. So if you remember in information ledger when we were converting performance rating 0 to 100% performance of project rate completion rating into like a gauge meter or speedometer, right? Rating analytics. The same thing we can apply here, right? So it has a predefined formulas. So no need to worry. Whatever the value 0 to 100 or 1 to 9, 1 to 7, 1 to 5, 1 to 3, we can directly convert into rating format, right? So anything to repeat in this or anything to like or the same way we can convert into other rating as well. Like if you want to convert your environmental satisfaction rating as well, so you can directly convert to that, right? The same way, quick measure and then environmental settings rating, and then just define the number of the stars you want to represent all the values, right? The same way.
So I need help. Actually, I'm trying to upload the data, but it is not happening. It's coming error.
Okay, so shall I stop sharing and you need to, or you want to share your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just give me a moment. Yes, please start sharing your screen. Let me see what is happening. So this is about the star rating and star calculations. And in that case, we directly convert our employees rating or maybe performance rating into star format, right? Based on some parameters, based on some other things.
Sir, I hope the screen is visible.
Yeah, screen is visible and just click on this data where on the left side. After that, just click on this checkbox. Below that. Where data is written, left side checkbox is there. No, on the same side, where the cursor was moving. No. Yes, here, right. Just now you can load it.
Thank you, sir.
है ना? No. Right. So that's all about this Power BI, another one. So let me start this Tableau first, right? So let me close this. Just 1 second.
Sir, I have a problem, sir.
Yes, please. So you want to share your screen?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Is it visible, sir?
Not yet.
Now?
So you have started. No. You have started sharing?
Yes.
No, but it is not visible. Or yes, now it is getting loaded.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Sir.
it's visible. Yes, please.
Sir, when I quick measure and then
बाथरूम में जाके सो जाती
Okay.
stop 15.
Mhm.
So 7.
Mhm.
So 7.
No. Before that. No. Not this one. This is yes, this one. Because that is a calculated part.
Okay.
No. Untick this age group. You have to select 2.
Which one, sir? Oh.
Yes, untick of age group and just select any. Yes, untick this work-life balance calculated part. And just scroll down. No, there itself on the right side, right corner. Just scroll once.
And then?
Okay. No, that's fine. Just add.
Yes.
And now
Hi.
just close it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is visible.
Uh, So this is just a code, and we don't want to we should not worry about this code. They are just showing that how it has been added and how other how the this Power BI has created this calculation part. So just to close that red button, just click on this button, close.
Which one? Which one, sir? This
Red
one?
button. Yeah, right.
Yes.
And now you can drag job satisfaction, second one, calculated one.
Calculated one.
No, not that one. The second one. You
Job
have calculated
satisfaction start. Acha, acha.
below that. Below
This
below
one.
that.
This one.
No,
Yes, sir.
below
This
that.
one.
Below that. Yes.
This one, sir.
Right. So you have calculated 2 times.
Sir. Okay, sir.
है ना?
Okay, sir.
Or you can directly use this double arrow to make a filter on the right side, quick measure on the right side, so you can see the visual part higher. Yes, click on here, right, click on here, right.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
So now let me cover this Tableau. I hope that most of the people have installed this Tableau, any version, like a Tableau Desktop, Tableau Public, or like Tableau Pulse, right, or Tableau Server, whichever you are using, right. Ideally,
I don't have, sir.
no. So I have shared the link. Please download that 14 days trial. If you have your organization ID, so you can subscribe for 1 year. Like in our case, we usually get a license for 1 year, right, for teaching and learning. Right. So I'm not sure that which ID you are using or which organization you are working. So based on that credential, you can go and you can subscribe for like a Tableau for learning, and just give your login details there, or maybe some official emails or official web page or maybe something. So they will verify you and they will give you 1 year license. But make sure that you are using for non-commercial purpose.
So
Right.
do we
Else,
need to download for a free trial?
yeah. For 14 days, you can do all the functionality will be there. And
Tableau desktop, no, not Prep Builder.
no, Prep Builder is like your Power Query.
Oh, okay.
No, it is just for cleaning and refining your data set. So let me open my.
Sir, what if our
Yes.
organization is not using it, I'm unable to get it from there because I have downloaded a 15-day version which you have shared.
Right. So in that case, either you can use another email to get another 15 days extension, or after that again the same way 15 days, 15 days.
Okay.
But
Because
for
I know we are not
right.
using it.
No, that's fine. But you can use your EMP like EMP ID, another one, or organization detail to get it subscribed. And
Okay.
that's you need to declare that you are not going to use a commercial one, else they will charge you.
Okay, so I can do it on my own without my using my without getting it from my organization also.
So organization is not like organization side. Just you need your EMP ID, your organization detail, or if you have a web page of listed over your organization website, and 3 to more details like personal if official email, another one. That's it. If
This trial version also asked the company name,
right, right,
these things.
Okay, so
right.
there is no way that we can use it with our personal email ID. We have to use the organization email ID.
Right, and that too with the declaration that you are not going to make this as a commercial use, like office work.
Okay.
And for learning and
Right.
teaching, they are giving it free so that people should be aware, people should be knowing all the functionality. They will be getting the training. But if you want to use it officially, or maybe for client, or maybe for your organization, then you need to get for license, right? So let me open that one. Let's say Tableau. So it's just getting loaded, so it is taking time. So in this way, if you see, this is the like a screen of my Tableau desktop that I have opened, and in that case, I have selected this Excel file. Right, the same way like we have done for Power BI, another one, or maybe Excel or Power Pivot. Same way, you need to just click on this Excel and just upload your session 7 file here. Right, now you are able to see that there are 3 tables I can see, like orders, people, and returns. So what I have done, I have uploaded this Excel file, session 7, right? In this, there are 3 tables in the single workbook: orders, people, and returns, right? Simple. And all these things I am able to see here itself. So where I have uploaded. So let's say, okay, data source. Here I have uploaded this Microsoft. After opening this Tableau, just click on this Microsoft Excel, because we are knowing that our file extension is Excel. That's why I'm using that one. The same way it is giving us functionality to connect with all type of database like SQL Server, like Oracle, MySQL, IBM DB2, right? Sybase, or whichever you are using in your organization. Now, if you are able to see, there are 3 tables. It is asking to drag something. If you remember that in case
So
of
can
this
you
power,
please repeat the
huh,
like adding of the data sheet?
okay. So what I have done, just going back to this home, this is the
Sir,
home page.
1 minute. Sir,
Huh,
actually, when we download Tableau, I have done install, then it is coming welcome to Tableau, activate a
huh,
license or start
a
a
trial.
trial.
Start a trial. So it will be directly going for the home page.
So I should go for start trial now.
Right. If you have downloaded trial version, or if you have a license from organization side, or you have already subscribed, then you can directly open that one. Maybe Tableau Public, maybe Tableau Pulse, or maybe Tableau Desktop. All the 3 will be having the similar functionality, but different features. Right. So once you have uploaded this one, and then if you click, see all the options are available here, like in case of the Power BI also. Now, if by default, we are knowing that extension of the uploading file is Excel file. So I'm taking here as Excel file here. Now giving the file path and giving this session 7, not here on the desktop side, right? So let's say HRA, right? And session 7. I'm uploading this session 7. Now it is showing me the 3 options: orders, pupil, and returns. So if you remember your Power Pivot, where we are going to develop, when we have developed a model, data model, the same way this window is equal to your Power Pivot, right? See, software may be anything, anyone, but the basic concept of designing the software from industry side are the similar. So this window is equivalent to my Power Pivot. Just drag my first table. It is getting loaded. The same thing we have done in Power Query and Power Pivot, developing the data model by using the relational models, right? If you remember, when I was asking you 1:1 ratio, 1:1 relation, 1:m relation, and in Power BI it was automated. In Tableau also it is automated. So I have dragged my first table. It is showing me all the content, all the rows in this. Now, if I drag my second table, it will directly connect with the primary key and foreign key. If you see my joins, regions equal to regions of another table, maybe some regions. Anna. If I add another table, let's say returns, see, it is getting at a order ID of order table, any first table, and order ID of the return table. That is match primary key and foreign key relationship, right? So in this way, we have created our Power Pivot. So I can say this is our data model for the given data set. Agree? That's why I have taken this set so that I can show you the Power Pivot concept first. Now there is another options. If you see over the ribbon, live connection or extract connections. What is the meaning of this? A live connection means when we are working in like let's say e-commerce portal, or I can say like shopping complex, another one, such type of organism where the transactions are happening, or maybe a lot of transactions are happening based on the manufacturing, based on the supply chain, based on your organization processing, internal processing, right? There we can use for this live connections. That means whenever there is a transaction is happening, it is getting recorded immediately in your Tableau update. right? When I was mentioning in Power BI, it is automated. When I was mentioning in Excel, it was a refresh button to get the data updated. But here, there is like Tableau is removing such type of connection so that whenever there is a transaction is happening, it should be getting updated immediately in your visualization or in your BI report. Another one here, what will happen if I
Sir,
click
in
on this
case my
extract?
sir, a small doubt. Sir, I'm uploading the sheets in Power BI or Tableau. Suppose my main data sheet is getting updated automatically, it is not getting reflected in Tableau or Power BI. Suppose I have a separate Excel sheet where I'm maintaining the data.
Right,
I am
right, right.
importing the data in Tableau or Power BI for making certain data analysis
Right. By using the same worksheet or different?
by using the same worksheet.
Same. Okay, right.
Okay. I've done the data analysis and it is
Hmm.
presented before the management. Suppose
Hmm.
after a span of time, my Excel sheet is getting updated, whereas
Hmm.
suppose the data in the Excel sheet is getting changed. Will I have to import the same data sheet again for making a change in the data analysis, or how do I do it? It is not getting automatically reflected in my data analysis.
No, no, no. In case of this, when I am saying this live connection, let's say let me explain the Tableau first, and then I will coming back to Power BI query, right? So in this case, if you are connected with a live connection, so whenever there is a change in your original data set, like a session 7 file, it will be getting uploaded whenever you are opening your Tableau analysis again. Let's say you have presented some in front of top management and you have closed that one, and there is a change, so like continuous changes. That's why we are calling this as live. Whenever you will be opening, it will be getting reflected in your analysis as well, right? First thing. The second thing here is, if what will happen if I'm selecting this as extract in case of Tableau, the second option. That means if you see a railway system, another one, they don't update immediately. They have a like a 24-hour cycle. At every night, 10:30 or 11:30 to 12:30 or 12, right? Something 1 hour window is there when they are updating all the original data set to get another update. So maybe batch processing, we can go for this as abstract. Maybe after every 6 hour, my data should be updated in my Tableau, or maybe after 3 hours, maybe after 24 hours, that we need to define as the extract batch frequency. Now coming back to this, your Power BI. In case of Power BI also, if something is changed, if your data sheet is connected with the live transactions and there is a changes or there are changes happening at the back end, surely whenever you are refreshing or whenever you are opening your Power BI, the same project, I'm not saying the Power BI software, the same project, again, whenever you are going to open that one, it will be reflected there and it will ask you apply changes. Like if you see, whenever we are making any change in Power Query or Power Viewer, it will always say applying changes, right? If you don't want, then close it. If you want to allow, it will be getting uploaded, right?
Okay. So where will the apply changes option come?
So let's say in this case, let me open my Power BI again then, right? And another thing, let's say, not only Excel, it might be continuous data set of your banking system also, right? Banking or maybe your salary accounts or maybe something. It should be auto updated immediately whenever the month is changing, whenever the transaction is happening, right? So let's say, let me open the any open project. So session 5 PBIX I'm opening now, right? So let's say what will happen if 27 days I have done something. So what was that session 5? It is just getting loaded. Okay, so I have changed the file path here. So that's why it is showing. See, I have changed something is changed there, then it is notifying me also. And the same thing, if it is getting updated, the file, same file is getting updated, it will notify the same also. So let me open from session 5 from there itself, right? And open for this desktop, then maybe HR analytics, session 5 we have done, right? Like let me open from here. Is not loading. What is getting loaded in the background? So let's see if I close this. So the extension of this Power BI file is PBIX. So I'm just clicking on the save project of the session 5. Yes, now it is getting loaded. So it took time. Yes, it is getting loaded now.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes, please, please. Meanwhile, it is getting loaded. Please ask.
So actually, I downloaded Tableau with my personal mail ID and it's like working. So that's fine,
Right.
now. Is it mandatory to use our operational ID?
Right. So it is like a 1-year license or maybe 15 days trial only.
15
Sorry.
15 days license only. I mean,
Okay,
it's still
15 days.
installing in progress. So it will
Right,
work, right?
Right. It will work. Definitely work. Right.
Okay, okay.
So it is taking more time. Why it is taking more time? Yes, data is getting loaded. See what it is showing? It is showing us. See, it is, if you are able to see it, the data refreshed 29th of September 2024, right? The same way, because this is like a static data downloaded in my file. So it will be showing you when it was last updated, right? Okay, it is here. Right. So now it has opened, and you see, if I scroll here over the data, I hope that my screen is visible. So it is showing that last data refresh was on 29th of September 2024.
Yes, sir.
My laptop, and I have not connected. I have not made any changes in this. Right. Let's say there is a live data set and it is getting updated at, let's say, in a continuous mode, then it will be showing the last update. If it is batch processing, let's say after 6 hours or after 8 hours or 24 hours, it will be showing the last update. And the same thing when you are making this live connected data set, right, or database, then it will be showing that till last data, it is showing the visuals, right? So let's say my last refresh or my last changes happened today at 9 a.m. morning, right? So it will be showing me the reflections that it was the last refresh. And another thing, whatever the new data set has been imported in this, it will be showing me the new visuals or the same visuals with the updated analytics.
So it will automatically take the updates.
Right. If it is connected with the live,
Okay.
right? So it will, but the same project should be open and file path should not be altered,
Sure, sir.
right? So there is a functionality in this. And apart from that, let's say when I am saying the position wise employee another one, let's say yesterday we had a recruitment, or yesterday more than 100 people have joined my organization as a new team. So it will be showing the new statics here in terms of the visualization based on the updated data set. So no need to create a new visuals. The same analytics will be reflecting the changes or the updates based on the new data set in this, right? So that is the functionality in this Power BI. But in case of Excel, we need to update or we need to refresh whenever we are looking for the new change in the data set. Same thing in this, let me close that one. So same thing in Tableau, like when I am mentioning this. Here, either we can connect as a live data set, or either I can connect with extract. So in case of this extract, we usually consider this as a batch processing or batch updates after 6 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, or 16 hours, or after every night, right? If you have connected this live connection, so no need to worry. All the transaction happening here will be getting reflected with the last refresh. What is the meaning of this last refresh here? Let's say at 3 p.m. today, I'm going to present in front of someone, and my database is connected live, right? So whatever visualization I'm going to create in this project will be getting updated till then when I'm going to open at 3 p.m. So let's say if I close my system today after making some visualization another one, and at 3 p.m. for the board meeting, I'm opening laptop and opening the project. So it will be showing, if it is connected live, it will be showing till that type of analytics. So till that time, the data set, whatever it has collected or it has fetched from the real system, till then it will be showing me in the analytics. Usually we are going to use this live connection for the payment transactions, so that it should be updated revenue till 3 p.m. or maybe salary accounts and other, mostly financial data sets or transactions, or maybe orders. Till 3 p.m. today, how many orders we have received or the company have received, that time the last updated, if I'm opening my project at 3 p.m. for the presentation, right? So that's the functionality is given by,
Excuse me, sir.
yes, please.
I'm using Tableau Public, and I'm not getting a connection option. It's not
So,
giving any connection option.
but you are able to see all the three.
Yeah, all the time to see, but not the connection option.
Okay. So let me, or you want to share your screen so that I can see what is happening. Just start sharing so that I can see. So in case of this Tableau, no need to worry about how to make a joins. System will take care automatically, and it will identify primary key and foreign key.
Can you see, sir?
Yeah, but you have made connections, right? You have connected orders, pupil, and orders and returns.
Not showing any correction options.
No, which one you are not able to see?
Connection
Live or
options.
live and other.
Live and extract.
Okay. So that's you are not able to see in this. Let me see.
Something by default. No, either it's choosing live or extract by default. So I'm not sure which one's choosing.
No, it is not a live at all. It is like extract only, because it is a free version and public edition. And it is not connected on the server, I can say. So Tableau server is anyhow a paid version. So it is not a live at all. I thought that you are not able to get the connection, this relational table. Okay.
That's the option.
Right. So in this case, another thing here, you are able to see this use data interpreter here. If I click on this, what will it be doing? It will be just doing some pre-processing task. Like in case of this Power Query, when I was mentioning, we need to refine, we need to do some pre-processing, cleaning, missing data handling, another one. The same way, my this option, if I click on this data interpreter, see, it will be cleaning little bit. But another option here is, say, executing query, this one, processing request, right? So it has little bit increase my runtime, right? And by refining or by cleaning some data set, maybe removing the garbage or removing some unnecessary fields, right, based on its interpretation. But another thing here is to handle the complete data pre-processing or data cleaning process. We have a Tableau Prep, right? Another thing here is we have a Tableau Prep as well. Now, coming back to this, after uploading and making connection here, just click on this worksheet 1, right? This worksheet 1 is equal to your Power View, right? Where we see in this software, we are able to see all the fields on the left side. In Power BI, we were able to see on the right side. Simple one. It is equal to your Power View window of Tableau. Now, interesting thing here is,
Sir, which tab you clicked for getting this view?
this sheet 1. See, data source here, we have made a Power Pivot or we have made a data model here. And if you click on this sheet 1, now you are able to see this Power View. I'm just comparing. It is not a Power View, it is a Tableau view, right? So that you can relate that we have already learned these things. Now, interesting thing here is data type. If you remember then when I was mentioning the date data should be a date type. We need to worry about the Power Query and Power Pivot that change the data type. Here, in front of all these, it is data type is coming in front of all the fields, right? Another interesting here is latitude and longitude, like measures name, I can say measures name and measures values are generated by the system. If you remember when I was discussing Power Map, and I was showing you how my employees are connected over the globe or how my employees are coming from virtual globe locations, right? Just to see the employee connectivity, another one, or equipment analysis. The same way, based on this postal code, where is the postal code is written, maybe somewhere. Yeah, postal code is given in L column. Based on that, my system is generating latitude and longitude from the geospatial database connected over internet, right? These two fields I have not added. These fields have been added by the system itself based on the postal code given. Or maybe state name is given, maybe your city name is given. Based on that, it has been added to my system. Another one here is whenever you are able to see some calculations part, they are coming together. See, in case of Power BI, my all the fields were coming as alphabets or maybe as per order of the given data set. But in this case, wherever we have a calculation, my calculations parts are coming together, like discount, profit, quantity, and sales, and so and so. Wherever we have a calculation, these are coming together. Wherever were other attitudes, they are coming together. And all the three tables are visible. See, order table, your people table, and your returns table, right? Simple. Another thing here is very, very interesting here. In Power BI, we have this filters, another one. My filters are coming back. Here, when I was discussing filter on visualization, filter on page, filter on complete project. Now, the filters are coming back. That means it's again a powerful concept applied in all other softwares or all the analytics softwares. This thing they have added then Power BI. In Power BI, we were missing these things to highlight another another access to give more insights that was not possible in Power BI without writing some codes or without making some complex charts, right? Another one here is it is showing me columns and rows equivalent to your x-axis or y-axis. It can be reverse also, y-axis and x-axis. It depends. Now, another thing here is, let me cover some basic aspect and then I will come back. Another thing here is, where is my Power View? If you click on this Show Me, there is another option, Show Me. If you click on this, see, your chart options are coming here. Heat map, another one, bar chart, column chart, pie chart, map, corporate, another one, right? So, side-by-side chart as well. What is that? Bullet graph as well, right? Packed bubbles. So wherever we were having the visualization chart in Power BI, the same thing here it is represented under the Show Me option, right? The interesting thing here is dimensions and measure that I will discuss in detail. What is the and see, please remember the color. Please remember the color of dimension is always on the blue side and measures is a green side. What is a measure? Measure is a calculated one. Dimensions are categorical, right? I will discuss these in details and how to identify and how to make use of those things. But before that, let me cover another thing here. Let's say, if we talk about the interface of this Tableau, right? if we talk about this interface of the Tableau, there are three things. First one, I have clicked on this worksheet. The second plus, if I click on this, it is saying me the dashboard, right? There are three options, 3+ button are there over the bottom side of the ribbon, right? My first one here is add new worksheet, add new dashboard, and add new story, right? All the three things they have given. If I click on this add dashboard, what will happen? It will be asking me like to develop a BI report from all the visualization you have created in the worksheet. Like, thing we have done when I was saying or showing the simple HR dashboard, and we have created multiple charts and we were just dragging in center point. The same thing, Tableau is giving the functionality to drag all the charts you have created to here and make a BI report in terms of the dashboard. But what will happen if I click on this, the third plus button here, new story? We'll see one by one all the plus. What it is showing, it is adding me the PowerPoint of Microsoft equivalent here, right? It is adding PowerPoint equivalent to make the PPT here from the visualizations that we were missing in Power BI, right? When I was showing you that we need to publish our like a business, like we need to publish our analytics to social media, or maybe our website, maybe our business magazine, or maybe other platform. And it was showing that we need to go for this Power BI services commercial paid version, unless they are not opening this page. But in Tableau, they are giving this space for learning also, so that you can start learning about how to build and how to start publishing the like like analytics report in your case in any domain, right? So we'll see one by one and how it is going to help us. Another one here is, if we talk about this sheet number 1, what is the meaning of these pages, right? I can add multiple plus here. So page worksheet 1, worksheet 2, worksheet 3, dashboard 1, dashboard 2, dashboard 3, story 1, story 2, story 3, right? Another one here is, what is the meaning of this pages here? The page says the effect of individual parameters. Let's say you have developed an analytics and now you are able to see the effect, what has happened in 2012, what has happened in 2013, what has happened on so and so. Or maybe if you remember, we have created a movie of Power Map, right? The same thing, we can create a movie, the movement of the variables fluctuations, what has happened exactly to a particular measure or dimension. So very, very interesting. We'll see the example also for this and how we are going to make use of that. But let me cover some more aspects that I was showing that I'm going to cover in details. So it will be just taking 5 to 10 minutes. So, okay. Let me click on this. So by default, there are 3 options that we can use. First thing is Tableau Desktop, Tableau Prep, right? And the third one is Tableau Server. In case of this Tableau Server, it is based on the cloud and it is a paid version. We need to get a license for that. Tableau Desktop, it is available for 1-year license for learning and teaching. And what you can say, for 15 days or 14 days trial for instant learning. Another one here is Tableau Prep. Tableau Prep is used for data pre-processing, missing data handlings, making an average, adding new field, or deleting a few fields, making a measures in terms of the group by, order by, right? Some things that we have seen in Power Query, that is equivalent of your Tableau Prep. Whatever you want to do, you do it in the Prep and connect it your Power. See, when we are downloading and uploading, downloading and installing Tableau Prep and Tableau Desktop or Tableau Server, it will be automatically connected in the same directory. So no need to worry where to upload. If you have uploaded clean your data set in Tableau Prep, it will be directly fetching the data set from Tableau Prep to Tableau Public or Tableau Desktop. Another thing here is, if we are talking about the license part, right? If you are talking about this license part, there are 3 versions again. Enterprise Creator. So you may suggest to your organization if you are using or your client is using. So Enterprise Creator, like complete package, it is a highly paid or maybe like a highly costly. So in this case, they are giving all the functionality like Tableau Desktop, Tableau Prep, Builder as well, and Tableau Pulse. What is the meaning of this Tableau Pulse and why it is coming in the new version in the Tableau side? So what is happening? If I'm looking for all the studies related with the employees, right? The Tableau Pulse will be helpful for us. Let's say how happy my employees are, how they are working, how their time pass, like how they are making a time pass with other colleague, or maybe how they are enjoying my company culture. A lot of HR perspective related to employees. We can use this Tableau Pulse as well. Tableau server, it is a paid one. So to publish all these analytics, to connect with the mobile application or mobile app to show your analytics, or maybe any business magazine, social media, another one. The second one here is Enterprise Explorer. Like few facilities like Tableau Desktop, they have removed from this package. Else the functionality will be same, whatever they are offering. Apart from that, they are giving the facility of this data management, another one. Same with Enterprise Viewer, lesser costly or least costly than the previous two. So they are having some lesser feature in this. So this is the commercial versions of this. Apart from that, like I was mentioning that I will be discussing more and more about the dimensions and measures. So wherever we can make a calculations, we are calling this as a measures. And in Tableau software, measures are always represented in terms of the green color only. Whenever you see green color, x-axis or y-axis equivalent dimensions or measure is always on the green side or green color. Now, I'm saying this, so measures are numerical data set where we can apply mathematical operations. Agree? The reverse of this, wherever we want to see the categories of the analysis, we are calling this as a dimensions, like monthly revenue, like monthly salaries, yearly salaries, right? How we are going to categorize the fields, that we are calling this as a dimensions, right? Or maybe all the transactions happening in a particular city, particular location, particular store, and so on and so. But my simple question here is, if the definition says like this, right? Now, if I say employee ID, where you are going to categorize, measure or dimension? My simple question here is EMP ID.
Dimension.
Where I
Dimensions.
dimensions, okay. But let's say, I agree, completely agree. But let's say there is no EMP written. Employee ID starts from 101 or 2, or include the years also, 24101, like 24 batch, 101 employee. So there is no text or no alphanumeric value or alpha values here, only the numerical values, 24101 employee code. Now, where you are going to categorize, measure or dimension?
Sir, dimensions, it is categorical data, na?
But it seems that is a numerical value. I agree. That's why I have taken this example, because sometimes a numerical value we are not going to consider as a measure. We are going to consider this as a categorical value or dimension. So please remember that one. Wherever my software sees this is a numerical value, it does not mean that it always is a measure or green color. Now let me reverse the situation. If I say location Delhi based, or let's say Hyderabad based.
Sir, in
Yes,
case
please.
the employee ID is a measure, sir, is a dimension, then we won't be able to add the in the previous BI. What we used to do, we used to find the summation of the employee IDs. Then that parameter won't be applicable for employee IDs in Tableau.
No, that will be there, but it is a count only, right? There is no arithmetic operation. It is a simple count. How many employees were there? How many have left? And so and so.
So that
Right.
that function we can apply in dimensions. So that would be feasible
Right.
in Tableau.
Right. So that means how you are going to segment your employees. So this is like total call or total employees call, right? How many people are working in my organization, right? So,
Okay.
but we are not adding or we are not subtracting or making any power function or maybe logarithmic function on that. Simple count.
Okay.
Right. Another thing here is like I was mentioning about this location-based analysis. Let's say if I say city Hyderabad based or Hyderabad based, all the employees detail. Now this city, when I said Hyderabad, it should be a measure or it should be a dimension.
Dimension.
Because this is a text, that's why we are calling this a dimension.
But no, sir,
Category, no, sir.
It is
It's a
category data.
category. It's a category data. Okay. But let's say if I say, or if I apply any function like a distinct or countif or maybe something, then so whenever we are applying this countif or maybe something or like a distinct function, right? Then in case of EMP ID also, when I am mentioning this as a category, but whenever I am making this as a count or count if all the employees that is working at Hyderabad location, then it will become measures,
Measure.
right? The same way when I am saying count if all the employees working at city Hyderabad, it will become
Measure.
right? So, Hannah, so please remember that one. Just seeing the numerical value and just seeing the text value, it does not mean that it is a dimension or it is a measure. Now, coming back to this, there are 4 type of calculation in Tableau, right? So we'll see one by one, like what are the record levels? Whenever I'm saying my employee per hour rate is so, and how many days they have worked. If I multiply both the things, it will become my record level. For all the employees, I am calculating monthly salary based on the number of hours they have worked in a particular month and based on the unit or maybe number or what you can say rate per hour, right? Now, if we talk about this aggregate, so let me directly go to the example first. See, in this case, what it is showing as a record level. When we are going to calculate for all individuals or all the records, see price, quantity, revenue. So here I am giving the example for you, like rate per hour and number of hours a person has worked in a particular month. And if I calculate the monthly sale or monthly like remuneration for the particular employee, so it will become record level calculations, right? Simple one. Now, if I'm looking for my company perspective, how much my company have invested or how much my company has given a salary in January month, in Feb month, or maybe something. So it will become your aggregated calculations. That is the calculations that is happening or coming from the individual reports. You make a sum of all the employees' salary in a particular month or particular year or particular location. It will become aggregated calculations, right? When it will become table calculations, when we are going to make all the aggregate value as cumulative. Location 1, all the salaries, location 2, all the salaries, location 3, all the salaries. And it will be showing you the complete salary provided by the organization for a particular time period. Like expenses, I can say. Salary expenses were owned by the company, right? Simple. 3 levels. First one here is record level for individuals, like aggregate level to make a group by based on the month, based on the year, based on the location, based on the position, based on the department. And the final one is cumulative, inclusive of all the calculation of a table and make a final sum so that it should be a salary budget or salary head that company has given so many crores to all employees for a particular period, right? Table calculations. Now, the fourth one here is, if you see the fourth one, post aggregation, right? Post aggregation says my average salaries, my grand totals, and my forecasting as well for the next 2 years, maybe the next 6 months, what the company is going to have a burden in terms of the shipping costs, in terms of a logistic cost, another one, or food bills, another one, right? Post aggregations. Once we have done all the calculations and we are projecting for the future, or we are making some average line, standard deviation, and so, we are calculating that one. So that is a post aggregation. So coming back to this data set, Tableau. Now, you are able to see in this column self and row self. What is the meaning of this? Either I can add equivalent of x-axis or y-axis. I can add any value or any field either as a x-axis or either as a y-axis, right? Now, if you see in this mark card, that is interesting and new thing for us than the other two software. It is showing us the 5 options. Like tooltip was there in Power BI also when I was looking to highlight something, right? And whenever you are moving your mouse or hover your mouse on some particular value, it was giving a highlight on that. Now text equivalent to the labeling of that one. So let me create a chart first, right? So we'll see one by one in this. So let's say if I say my subcategory wise or category wise, let's say categories. See, by default, it is coming as a blue color, right? By default, it is coming as a blue color. That means my software is understanding this as a dimension, right? Now, if I say category wise sales, see, by default, it is coming as a green color. Simple. By default, it is coming as a green color. That means it is understood the software is taking this as a measures. So by understanding the color, by representing the color code, my Tableau is saying that which one my software has considered as a dimension, which one it has considered as a measure, right? Now, interesting thing here is if I add sales again to my color, see, or let's say my categories, wherever I mention, let's say if I remove here, I'm saying that the category should not be all the blue color, it should be reflected with a different color. If I add category 2 color here, see, the same thing. In the same chart, it is getting reflected with the 3 colors, 3 categories, or like blue for furniture, or maybe some other one, or maybe red one for technical, another one, right? So this is the added functionality Tableau has given in terms of the visualization, where you can make use of the color. But what will happen if I use not a color, label as like this? See, when I was mentioning the Gestalt principles and I was mentioning, write the category name near to lines or near to the chart. So it is following my Gestalt principles as well, right? Another thing here is what will happen if I use not as a label, as a detail. See, right? So multiple options in terms of the marks and in terms of the added functionality to visualize better. Not only that one, if you see there, let's say, let me make it color. There is another options, let's say, okay, this one is sorted, see, or maybe highest to lowest. See, there are 2 arrows over the ribbon which we are giving the options to make a sorting, right? Like in case of the Gestalt principles, why we should consider the default options generated by system, whether if it would be better if we make a sorting on the charts or bar, right? Simple one. Now another thing here is, let's say,
Excuse me, sir. Can
yes,
we
please.
not use like category for color also and for label also? Same
Right,
thing
right.
cannot be used twice.
No, no, no. It can be used. See, label also. It is used.
Oh,
I have
okay,
added
okay,
2 times.
okay,
I have
okay, sir.
added 2 times. Right. Another thing here is just a sample chart. Right. Now there are 3 other methods in this. Let's say if I create multiple charts or multiple dashboard, multiple story, and I may forget that where I have created which chart or which story, which dashboard. Another one here is there are 2 other aspects in this. Like see my cursor movement here over the ribbon on the right bottom corner, right? So seed sorter. If I click on this, where whatever we have created, it will be showing like a slide mode, right? Slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, and so and so. What we are calling this as a Tableau sorter, right? Sheet sorter. Whatever of let's say I have created 100 worksheet or 100 dashboard in this for multiple projects or multiple or same project multiple angles, right? Or multiple perspective. So what it is showing us, it is showing us the sheet sorter, and here we can directly remember that which chart we are going to drag or which chart we are. If I click on this dashboard one, it will be directly going to dashboard one, right? Sheet one. Another one here is not to worry. If I don't want to use that one, there is another option, film history. If I click on this film history here, it will be showing me all the options here itself over the like becoming the lower ribbon, right? Now you select from here, right? Story one, dashboard one, chart one, right? Simple one. So this is the second view of film history where it is allowing you to see all the charts as a lower bottom or lower ribbon. Now, another thing here is, let's say, coming back on the original part, let's say, now there is another options. If I click on this, it is showing me the options, keep only or exclude. Let's say if I want to highlight something. If you remember in Power BI, there is an option focus mode, right? Here we are not able to see any focus mode or another one. But what will happen if I click on this exclude? So I'm going to exclude the third one. Now it is showing me only the two categories, right? Technical and furniture, right? Now, if you see, when I say exclude and if I say include only or keep only, see? So is there is any other feature like it is keeping that one only now? What will happen now if you click my filter? My exclude part or my keep only part has become as a filter, right? By default, it has become a filter. And if I click on this, remove my filter here, see, my values are coming back. That means my keeping value or my exclude value equivalent of the filter condition, where we were able to see just filter, remove this, or maybe just in case of Power BI, just highlight on this and like this, keep only exclude. It will become a filter on visualization. Simple. Now, another thing there is, let me cover that one. Another thing, if I click on this, there is another option, annotate, right? There is another option, annotate. What is the meaning of this? And let's say, if I click on this area, right? Now it is asking me some area. Let's say I'm, let's say serious concern. I'm writing here. Some message I'm writing here and making this as a bold as well, right? And so and so. If I click on this, see, whenever I'm presenting this chart, this has become a box or area, and it is showing me at the top of this column as a serious concern. So if I want to highlight something, let's say very, very interesting, or maybe outlier, or maybe something, I can make use of this annotation. So how to remove this one? So let's say going back, if we have presented then that there is no need of this annotated value, and not only the area, it can be anything. Like let's say I've selected this one and annotate, let's say as a mark. So let's say if I'm writing this official supply as to make a decision, or maybe something. If I write something here, right? If I click on this, see, where it has gone. Yeah, decision and maybe something. So in this way, we can highlight this one, but let me remove this one also. Remove. Either as a mark, either as a point, or either as an area to highlight, right? This is about your annotation. Apart from that, if you see, there is another option. What is it? Fixed axis, highlight. Okay. Okay. This is again a swap. Like if you click on this, so your column chart has become your bar chart, right? Simple one. Just nothing new, but it's just a swap. You see, this one, this one. Now, if another option, clear sheet, then add new worksheet, then out. See, another thing here is, if you see one thing, like you have asked or someone has asked about the auto update. Let's say if I have come up with some interesting analysis and my data set is connected with the live connection. And let's say today at 10:30, I have done the analysis and I'm going to present my analysis and my highlighted points at 3 p.m. today. But there is a chance that my data is getting continuously updated and it may alter my analytics. So let's say some outliers are coming, some interesting point to show to the top management that has happened might be altered when I'm opening my system or when I'm opening my project at 3 p.m. today in front of the board. So what is there? There is another option, pause update. Updated, though my data set is or my database is connected live, but I want to show this analytics at 3 p.m. today that I have made at 10:30 today, right? Pause update. So it will become static. It will not alter your visualization based on the new updates till 3 p.m. Right? Another one here is, let's say, new data source. Okay, that is fine. We can add, right? Now, coming to this, another one here. Let me cover annotation. We have covered mark levels, right? Mark levels. We can, yes, we have already seen this mark levels, another one. What will happen if I use this tooltip again, right? So in case of this tooltip, let's say if I use, let's say one category as a tooltip. See? Okay. So by default, it is taking this as a category, right? And it is getting highlighted. So there is no meaning of this one. So let me add here. Okay. Right. So again, sometimes we require tooltip to highlight some more values. So let's say if I add, in this case, segment or maybe something, or maybe reason in this case as a tooltip, right? See. So reason they are converting a star, we need to check what are the values given in reason, another one, right? Or maybe details. Okay, so it is not taking that one. So as a human intelligence, we need to see which value is getting reflected, which one is not reflected, right? Another one here is, if you see, share your reports. So let's say I have developed one visualization here and I want to share it. If I click on this, it is asking me the license one, right? Like the Power BI services, it is like Tableau server or Tableau cloud. Now it is asking me the Tableau cloud license, or it is asking me the link. So create a site that is requiring for the license, another one, right? So I cannot publish it, but I can go in for presentation mode, like PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, right? Presentation mode. Another one here is, what is there? Show or hide cards, simple one. So whatever the things you want to highlight, column self, row self, another one. So by mistake, if you delete or if you make a cut, so you can use here, filter self, another one, right? Highlights, filter legends, another one. Another one here is why these colors are coming by default. Can I make some other changes as well? So let's say I don't want to use furniture as a blue color. Make sure that it should be a different one. So if I click on here, edit colors. Even I can change the color of the legends, right? Let's say I don't want the furniture as a blue color. Let's say some gray color. Now it has become applied. See? So I can change the color as well, like we were able to do in Power BI also when I was mentioning about the formatting. The same thing, Tableau is giving us the functionality. But now another thing here is, let's say if I click subcategories also in this, what will happen? Or let's say if I reverse the sides like this. Now you are able to see the three categories and along like corresponding subcategories and their sales, relevant sales, right? So this is my first chart that I have created, but let me see category or maybe subcategory as a color, right? So why only categories? It should be subcategories or maybe something as a color. Multicolor chart, right? So instead of the category, why we should have used subcategory as well, right? So it's our choice that how we are going to make a combinations and how we are going to make some n number of the analysis in this, right? Simple. What will happen if I remove this one? What will happen? Let's say if I remove this. Interesting, a very colorful chart, right? But another thing, Gestalt principle says, make sure that it is a sorted one. So I'm making a sort like this. Now my phone sales are on the peak side. The company is selling more and more phones than chairs, than storage and tables and so on. So simple. So as of now, anything to repeat before, like we have seen three things: column self, row self, show me. If I click on this show me, what will happen? Let's say if I click on this show me, can I make a change here? So I can make change like this. It will power like this or maybe this one, right? So it's up to us, like which chart we are going to select, or by default, my Tableau will select the best option chart for our analytics, right? But intentionally, if we want to develop a box and Vista, heat map, bubble map, another one, then we are going to select from the SOMI. So in that case, we are not giving the options to that software that you select by default. We are going to define a chart type and then you can create a chart for us. The same way, if I click on this sorting process, all right, like this. And apart from that, if I click on this T, right? See, when you mention that can we use a label here, I can use label from the over the ribbon itself, right? T or not T. See, like this, easy than Power BI. So I'm not promoting that, but I'm just giving the added functionality that is provided by the Tableau, and why the Tableau is more popular in terms of the analytics software, right? So as of now, anything to repeat or anything to rediscuss in terms of this basic part of the interface and how to drag, and easier than Power BI that to drag where to add the values, where to add the legends. My Tableau will take care of all these issues, right? In Power BI, the complexity was there whenever you are selecting any blank chart, let's say pie chart, bubble chart, or maybe heat map, road or tree map, or anything. We were able to always be struggling to get to drag the values for x-axis, y-axis, legend, values, and other things, right? But in this case, interface is so easy to use, and no need to worry where to drag the values. Just make sure that you are dragging 2 fields at least, and your job is done. All other things in terms of the visualization, in terms of the analytics, will be taken care by the software, right? And another thing here is, in case of Tableau, it is getting installed for MacBook users as well. Though Power BI has a limitations that it is applicable only for Windows. If MacBook users want to use, then they are going to install a second operating system or parallel clone operating system as a bin in their laptop. Else, Power BI will not be getting directly installed in their MacBook. So Tableau is why, see, most of the business clients are having MacBook users or having the Mac products, Apple products, right? So that's why they usually prefer this Tableau software, right? So as of now, I have covered this, the basics of this one. Another one, if you see the most of the things like worksheet, a dashboard, story, we see one by one, and how we are going to use analysis like a DAX in Power BI. We'll see all these things. And like again, here also create calculated field is coming back, right? We have done for star calculation. So again, the same thing, create calculated field, we will do it here. Map is coming back here, format same way, like just changing the color, changing the size, another one. Server, another one. Apart from that, here interesting thing here is, like, in case if you remember that I was showing you the average line based on the per store sales or maybe something, the same thing here is coming, like constant line, average line, median line, another thing. So apart from that, Windows is nothing, right? So any doubt or anything to repeat in this as of now, the basic interface of the Tableau, like what are we are going to use and how that they have designed the software and what are the functionalities available in this, right? And in this case, let's say data, right? Another one here is like all the things are visible here, simple, easy, and easy than Excel and easy than Power BI also. So we have started with the hard work, and now we are going for the easy side of the analytics. Simple. So as of now, any doubt or anything to repeat before I start really building the project in this?
I have a question, sir.
Yes, please.
While clicking on the presentation, it is showing the sheet in a presentation form. Can we easily copy these presentation to my original presentation format? How that we can do?
Yes. But in that case, if you want to, like what you can say, there are two methods. Either you want to, if I understood correctly, you want to make this copy, or you want to
Yeah,
make this
I want
presentation
to, yes.
copied into PowerPoint, right?
Yes, sir.
But it is again equivalent of your PowerPoint. But in the same software, if you want to publish, you need a license, a Tableau Cloud or Tableau server. You cannot directly publish. But yes, if you want to make a copy, then maybe if I click on this, copy and paste something, copy visuals, no, copy image. If I copy image, okay. So the same way, like maybe a Control-C will work. But again, either what we are allowing our students, just make a screenshot of that one, right? But in that case, it will not be a live reflection. Sorry for that. But whenever I'm showing, whenever I'm going to create multiple and dragging multiple worksheet to make a cross impact analysis, it will not be visible if you make a screenshot of that one, right? So that's why again,
What happens now, most of the time we present our presentation in PowerPoint presentation.
I agree.
So
agree.
if it will be converted in the PowerPoint presentation, and we can directly show all the details and analysis in the PowerPoint presentation, that will be beneficial.
Right, right. I agree, but I need to check this share options, right? Apart from this, like a Tableau, whether they are allowing this in case of this license, whether they are going to allow in terms of to import to PowerPoint also. But I'm not sure about this, that there is this functionality has been enabled or not. In case of Power BI service, it is there because both the softwares are from Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Power BI. So they have incorporated such facility. If you have a license for Microsoft Power BI services, right? So you can directly import your all the visualization into PowerPoint also. But for Tableau, yes, thanks for pointing out. I will clarify about this. But if you have a like a cloud Tableau cloud server, it will directly become a PowerPoint for you, but not a Microsoft PowerPoint, the Tableau PowerPoint, right? So you can directly present that like slide one, slide two, slide n, right? But let me check whether there is another options to import as a PowerPoint, right? So thanks for pointing out. I will get it back.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I know. Because as a academician, we are also having a limitations not to get a license. Again, it is a paid one, so my library always said no, right? So sorry for that. I need to check that one. Right. Uh, so about this interface and what we can do, I will start building the project just to have a 10 minutes break and we'll start working on this project. Or as a CP, you will be making some screenshot and as of now for this session, till we are exploring the other options to import and export, right? And that you can directly upload in the CP part, right? So just have a 10 minutes break and we will start building some relevant charts like a project. So it will be a sequence that what we are going to analyze and how we are going to develop a dashboard also in this. And if we have developed a dashboard, what is the meaning of this story and how we are going to make some stories with some principles, right? So every story, every movie or every like a magazine has a sequence, right? So we need to understand not only the analytics term, we need to understand in terms of the publications or in terms of the audience view. How my audience is going to understand my analytics if I'm not there to narrate, right? So these things we are going to cover in this. So it's a 10:30 in my clock. So 10:40, we are going to meet again and we'll start building a real project in this, right? So see you in 10 minutes. Hi, a very good morning again. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So welcome back, and now we can start the real project in this. So let's say if I say this worksheet one that we have created, so let me write it as, let's say, chart one, or maybe some analysis one, or whichever the relevant term we can use. So I'm using here a chart one, so that whenever I'm going to cover the next part, dashboard and storytelling, so I can remember what is there in chart one or chart two or XYZ worksheet. Like the same, like we have done it for simple HR dashboard, right? So let's say if I create some more dashboard, more worksheet here, not this one, chart one. Okay, so from here, I can add a new worksheet here, right? I'm adding a new worksheet here. Let's say, and before that, let me close this, delete, and story. We will come back on this. Now I'm creating another worksheet here. Let's say, what is the meaning of this color and how we can incorporate a Z axis here? Like, so the same chart, let's say if I'm creating here, sales, and then subcategory wise, I have added here, right? Now, the same chart, if I add, let's say profit, this time I'm adding the profit here as color. Interesting here is when I was creating the first, when I created the first chart, I was showing you sales and subcategory, and that is in a sorted order. And I was mentioning this as a chart one. What we are able to come up with this, like a few categories or few subcategories are having a high sale, or few are not even like a significant sales, right? But when I am comparing, let me sort it again. See, whenever I'm comparing this one, so again, my third angle, profit, is giving me another insight. Which are the subcategories which are profitable to my organization, which are not, right? Simple one. Can I create something? So in this case, I've used three fields, like some categories, some sales, and some profit, right? How I am saying this as a sum, it can be anything like average, another one, or maybe something. We can change the function like we have done in Power BI and Power Pivot as well. But another thing here, let's say if I write this as chart two, right? Now, another thing here is if I start building, there, like I was mentioning, these two columns I have not created. It is generated by the system. What is the significant and how my system is going to help us in case of the Tableau, right? So let's say if I create another worksheet here, right, and I'm going to cover, let's say this time profit, or maybe something related with the zip code, or maybe something, right? So let's say if I add states, or maybe let me add some states, where it is states, state or city, whatever we can consider. Okay, yeah, state is there. Yeah, if I add state with color, what is happening here? So let's say state as 11. Okay, so let's consider all the states, and it is showing that how many states are there. But let's say if I create as profit as well, right? So let me do. Okay. So in this case, it is becoming like a word cloud, or maybe something where it is showing us the color along with the name, and it is showing that like a difference between, like dark blue is a profitable, red blue is a like a negative profit, or I can say loss. And in this case, by seeing this word cloud or word map, right, we are able to see which are the states which are profitable, which are not, right? Simple one. Now, if I use this latitude and longitude, right? So let's say if I add latitude and longitude generated by my system like this. Earlier it was showing me the word type of map with the color coding, another one. Now it is equivalent of your power map. It is showing me the virtual map, which are the states we are talking about. Agree with the point? Like when I'm going to use this state wise, or maybe city wise, or maybe some other postal zip code, customer zip code, or employee zip code, right? This latitude and longitude has been generated by my system based on the geospatial database available online. When I said state-wise analysis something, right? Now it is showing me this virtual map, but there is an error, right? It is showing me 49 unknown locations. What is the meaning of this and why it is not showing me the real answers? If I tick on this, it is asking us to change the locations or edit locations. What will happen if I click on this? It is considering this as country as India. That is the error, right? Why I'm saying this as an error? Because the data set is belonging not to India. If you see the data set, it is Alabama, Arizona, California, another Colorado, another one. It is not from Indian states. By default, it is taking a location from my local system. It is getting where I have installed Tableau in my Indian local system. That's why it is considering geographic roles country as India. But when it is going to map over the virtual location or virtual globe, it is going to get the values from US states. That's why it is not showing the right answer. And now what I need to do, I need to fix it from the region. Make sure you get the data of country name, not from my local system, local time, or maybe local geography. You consider from the given data set, right? You consider from the given data set. If I click on this, see, my states have been represented here. Agree? Simple. Now you are able.
Can you
Yes,
please show
please.
it once again?
Okay. So what I have done, let me remove this country region, or maybe let me create another worksheet here, right? What I was showing here, when I drag state, let's say when I drag state as a detail or label, right? It was showing me like states where the companies like operating their business, another one. And when I said profit as a color, so it is showing us like a bird cloud or bird type of bird map like that, where we can understand which are getting dark blue highlighted, they are getting a profit. They are a profitable state for the company, and whichever are getting red color highlight, they are this signifies that there is a heavy loss in organization for in terms of the sales or in terms of profit. But if I want to present these things over virtual globe in real sense, so what I have done, I have taken this longitude and latitude to my rows and columns, and these two things have been generated by my system itself. See, latitude and longitude as column wise. And see, this time I'm taking both the measures. See, both my rows and columns, both are green color. That means it is not necessary that one should be measure and one should be a dimension in visualization. Both can be measures, both can be dimensions also, right? That not able to see in Power BI. The Tableau is giving the functionality to make a chart against two measures also, or against two dimensions also. Now it is showing me the 49 unknown locations. What will happen if I add it location here? By default, it is considering my Indian local system because I have installed, and it is taking my local system, my local laptop timing and zone, right? But in real data set that I have uploaded, the states or country is US. Now, when I said country or region, you should consider from the given data set or uploaded file. Now it is going to consider this US. Now it is getting populated, right? So what will happen if I say, see, I have mentioned this state as it labels. That's why my names are coming. If I remove state here, so it will not be mentioning the name, right? But another thing here is, can we make some interesting like insights from this? Few states are good and profitable for the company, like a dark blue color, like Washington, California, what is that, New Hampshire or Massachusetts, maybe something, right? But other thing like Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and other one, they are not a profitable state to the company. The same way, we have created a power map in earlier cases. That's in the Tableau is providing the facility just to drag and drop, and your job is done to map all the employees locations, to supply, to map the supply chain, manufacturing units, to analyze the customer chain, customer locations, like where we are going to open a new warehouse, where we are going to open a new center, new offices, right? Where we are getting the clients over the globe. So that's such things can be resolved by using this. But not only that one, there is another option. Let me write this as a chart 5 or chart 5 or something. Chart 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I can write 4. Right? What is that? In third one? Okay, third one is the same. Chart 4 I have written. But let's say what will happen if I want to make this as a city-wise analysis, city-wise over the globe. Another thing here is there is another option, copy or duplicate, right? There is another option, duplicate. What will happen if, like in case of the Power BI, when I was saying, creating one card and making a copy paste to create another card, total employees have been recruited, total are working, and so on. So employee satisfaction. The same way Tableau is giving us the functionality to make a duplicate of that one. See, the same thing it is getting loaded here. But let's say if I write this as a chart 5, right? If I create this chart 5, but not the state wise, I'm looking for city wise this time. So where is the city? Let's say city wise as level. See, it is getting loaded here. But what will happen if I start building this chart again? Again, it will be taking my Indian local system, timing and geolocation that I need to resolve before it is getting populated. Right? Simple one, easy. Can I write this as chart 5? Yes. So anything to repeat in this? So this is like how we are going to make use of multiple chart type in Tableau. Not only that, let's say, and in this case, how many dimensions and how many measures we have used? 3 measures and 3 dimensions we have used. The same way, Power BI, when we are able to drag multiple values, multiple legends, multiple x-axis and y-axis, the same thing we are able to do in Tableau, but added functionalities of marks. Right. Till now I have covered marks. Till now I have covered rows and column cell, show me as well. But till now I have not shown you anything about the pages. Let me cover that one. Let me create another one. What is the role of pages? And when I was saying that measuring the individual effect on a particular visualization, right? What is the use of these pages and how we are going to use? So let's say when I said sales, right? And then let's say sales versus profit we are able to see. Now, interesting thing here is both are measures. Like Tableau is giving us the functionality to give or to visualize 2 measures together or 2 dimensions together. Another interesting thing here is if you are able to see the only one chart is coming or only one dot here. One dot is coming here. That is coming the complete sales and complete profit as aggregate. For the last 2 years or last 4 years, whatever the data is related with the number of years, it is showing us that it is a cumulative or aggregated profit versus sales. But that is not my objective. My objective is to see year-wise profit, year-wise sales, right? That is another thing here. What will happen if I click this analysis part here? By default, it is taking the final answer, right? What I need to do? I need to remove this as aggregate measures. Now it is showing me the answer. Another thing here is, it is showing us all the complete sales and profit till now from the 0 data to last updated data set. But it is not clear to me what has happened in year 1, what has happened in year 2, what has happened in year X, right? So how to do this one? In this case, I'm going to use this what you can say order date as pages. Now my job is done. See, when I added year date or order date, I can say the same way it is creating a hierarchy for me. In case of this real data, there is no year separation and there is no month separation. But what it is showing me, order date, it is making a hierarchy like a Power BI, year separate, month separate, quarter separate, week separate, and so and so. What is my first call here? It is taking year like this. If I drag this or if I double click on this, what will happen? So see 2018, 19, 20, 21. It is showing me all the 4 years, right? That I have not created. My software is creating that one. Another interesting here is, let's say, color part. I was
Can you
looking for, yeah,
repeat
yes, sorry.
this
So,
sheet 6 again?
okay, so let's say, let me remove that one. What is happening here in this chart? I'm looking for sales versus profit analysis. How much we are making a profit or comparison with the sales for last transactions. Whatever the data says, 4 years, 10 years data set, and so and so. What is my first call here is, let's say, sales and profit comparison, right? By default, it was coming, let's say, if I click on this analysis, by default, it was coming like this. The reason here is you will be able to see only one dot over the chart because it is taking the complete sales as a cumulative of total value and total profit, right? So on x-axis it is the sales, on y showing the profit. But by default, it is showing me the final value. What is the sales? What is the profit? And it is representing here. But it is not our objective. We need to analyze the sales and profit over the years, right? So to make this over the years summary, we need to untick on this analysis aggregate measures, right? That's why it will be showing the individual years or individual sales versus profit comparison, right? If I untick on this, it will be showing like this. But still, if I need to compare or if I need to check year-wise sales and profit analysis, what was the sales and profit in year 1, year 2, year 3, and year X, right? So in this case, I need to add my year from order date, right, as pages. Now, this year I have not created, it is created by the software as a create hierarchy. From the order date, separate the year number, separate the month, separate the so and so. But another interesting thing here is, let me drag some color coding as well in this so that you can see different color. I'm using subcategories to make a color, right? A beautiful color chart. Now, interesting thing is, if you see over the right corner, if you there is a play movie or play analysis, like in Power Map, if you remember, we have created a 40 seconds movie, right? And to see further analysis, what is happening on location 1, location 2, or maybe store 1, store 2, store apps. The same thing, if I hit my play movie, see, my charts will be getting changed. Okay, it is not changing. Yes, now it is 2019, 2020, and 2021, 2022, so and so, right? Can I make this as a reverse? See, 20, 2019, 2018, and so on, so, right? That means by creating a hierarchical or year-wise or maybe the time-wise play of analysis, that is the effect of the pages, right? What the definition says, pages can be used to check individual effects or individual parameter effects on a particular measures. My measure says sales and profit or profit versus sales throughout the data set based on the year. That means check the year effect or check the year wise sales and profit analysis, right? So let's say what will happen if I run see 2019, 20, and 21. See, for few subcategories, sales were also high, profit were also high in 2021. But if you compare, see, this is interesting. Sorry, this is very interesting in this. In 2020, I have make a pause on this. This one, Copiers 2021, profit was on a higher side, like outlier. And I call this as outlier. That's why the cumulative value of it is coming higher in 2020 due to only subcategory, right? It is not that all the subcategories or all the products are equally giving me profit or equally like hitting the market in terms of sales and profit. Only few products that I can consider as an outlier. That is a two outlier, right? Copiers in 2022, profit was on a higher side and sales was on a higher side, right? Apart from that, you can see these are also on the gooder side and other things are near to average or clustered values. in 2020. What has happened in 2021? Let's say if I run the next year and making a pause. See, copiers again on a higher side in terms of the sales and profit. And see, what is that? Machines on the lower side, a less profit. That means negative profit. That means a loss. Machine were not a profitable business in 2021 for the company. Now, based on this analysis, can I raise some questions? We don't have answer as of now, but we will, when we are going further in analysis, we will try to find the allocation answers. In 2021, machine is not a profitable business to the company. As a CEO of the organization, or as a top operating system, or as a top operating officer of my organization, shall I make a business decision here? Can we close or can we stop selling the machines through our shops? Another one here, can we increase more and more sales of the copiers category? Other one like a copier, other one is copier, or maybe something binders, or maybe some other categories, right? Few things are there that is not profitable to the company, and we are still having a burden on these, right? I will put a lot of business questions while analyzing, and then we will time all the questions to resolve once our analysis is complete, and we'll make a summary on that, right? To make a business decision. Why my top management is always looking for my BI report, right? Now, so in this case, we have seen the role of the page self, right? We are calling, as per the definition or as per the software terms, we are calling this as self, page self, filter self, mark self, a column self, row self, SOMI self, right? Like we usually have a Almira in our house or self or cupboard. So in that different selves, right? Now, another very interesting here is that if we are talking about this year wise, let me come back on this year wise again. So this is calling this, I'm calling this as a chart 6, right? Now, if I create another worksheet and I'm more interested about the year date, right? Can I check some more in this? Let's say if I drag number of years, here it is, order date as column, right? Sorry. Another one here is, let's say if I click profit, where it is, yeah, in meters. Now, simple thing here is profit versus year. Like in chart 6, we have come up, we have find some interesting role of years or year-wise analysis. That's why I have taken year is again. I'm looking for this some profit. But let's say I'm not able to see the profit call over the years. Let's say what will happen if I use the profit again as color. Now, another thing here is if what will happen if I double click on this. Sorry. If I double plus here, see quarter-wise analysis. Understanding? When I make use of this double plus button here, it is going further like a create hierarchy for the second option. After a year, quarter, what will happen if I click on this? Month. See, month-wise analysis also. That means my Excel, my Tableau is giving us the functionality to make a hierarchy, like create hierarchy in Power BI. Same way it is going us. Apart from that, if I click on this, like this is the real picture. When I was showing you aggregated measure, you were not able to see what exactly has happened to my company, right? What exactly has happened to my company, we are not able to see. But when I say individual basis or year wise, it is showing me the complete picture, right? See, it is showing us that in which year, what was the total profit and what was the loss profit, negative profit in this case. Agree? I have used one dimension, two measures, and one measure as color code. That was not possible in Power BI to make a different color for the changing values. That's why Tableau is more popular for the business analytics or business, or I can say analytics domain, right? Interesting thing. By seeing the color coding itself, we are able to see where the company is getting lows. We will look it further. and where the company is getting the profit. Another interesting thing here is when I was saying chart number 4, some states are good for the company, but few are not. As a CEO of my organization or as a chief operating system or executive officer CEO, right? We need to think something about Texas. Why we are not making a profit in this cities? Agree? Why? Is there any competitor? If the people are not liking our company, they are not placing order from our company. Is there attitude of the employees there? If the employee or maybe the attitude or behavior of my shopkeepers there or my retailers, dealer, whatever it is, right? Why we are not able to get a profit from these states? Though few states we are making a good business, right? We need to think this, and that is the bigger like a not a small state, is a like a I can say medium or above medium state in terms of the region and in terms of the area coverage, right? So it's very, very interesting that as a like a CEO or maybe as a stock management, we need to consider this one as a concern. Apart from that, we need to we need to take care of the other things in this case of the cities. So let's say some cities are we are making a good business, but in some cities we are not even making business. We need to expand our business. Another thing here is year wise, and sheet number 7 or chart number 7 says the profit over the years, right? Can I make a duplicate of this? Let's say if I make a duplicate of this, let's say chart number 7, chart 7, and let's say chart 8. Chart 8 I'm creating here. What will happen if I make this as month wise? I'm not looking for quarter wise and month wise. I'm looking for month wise analysis. So I'm removing other things in the same chart like this. Very, very interesting. For the company, November is not a good month. Another insight here, right? For all the business transactions, November is not a good month for the company where the company is going to get a lot loss. Or I can say April is also not a good month. Few months are good, like March, another one, or I can say this one and this one. But few months are not giving a profit. What may be the reason? That
How are you making copy of sheets?
yes. So just click on a particular chart and just make a duplicate,
Okay.
right?
Sir,
Right.
while this chart is showing low and high, is it
Right.
average of 4 years November, 4 years April?
Right. Agree. So let's say if you want to see a year wise, just make use of that and make use of that. So it will be 4 charts year wise. See. Now it is a like different story for year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4, right?
No, sir,
This one.
while we were looking at it,
Chart 8, right?
so this is showing that November we did not have good business. So
Right. For
while-
all the 4 years.
all the 4 years, right? Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And aggregate month wise for all the years. And if you want to separate, then make this year again in one dimension and then make it a month wise. So especially one thing.
So this
If you
shows that
compare,
year 2020 actually influenced for November. Otherwise,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So no, November 2020, due to that only, November is getting highlighted here in the cumulative or as a aggregated, right? But mostly November is not a good month for the company. But we need to find why and why few states are not good for the company. We need to operate our business in most of the states or most of the locations. Now, interesting thing here is if we have seen or we have compared this like a month wise, year wise, and another thing like what we can say this city wise, state wise. Another one here is let's say what we have created this category wise, subcategory wise, right? Simple one. Now let me create another interesting insight in this. Reason wise, till now we have not covered anything, right? When I mentioned there are some reasons
Sir,
as
I
well.
had one more
Yes.
question in the chart, month.
Yes, please.
So we are showing monthly chart. If we want to go back to the yearly chart, can we do that in the same sheet itself, or we'll have to create new sheet and add the order date?
No. Just add a order date here and remove that one. See, it will
Okay.
become the same chart, right?
Okay.
Same. I know. So going back to this, let me remove this and quarter also, right? Month wise. Let me create another one. Till now, we have not seen anything about the regions in this, right? So let me cover the region wise as well. Region where it is, yes, column wise, and let's say sales. Let me see what is happening. Okay, that's good. Central, East, and another one. Can I make a reverse swap of this? And let's say what I'm going to do category wise. Let's say category or maybe something else. Let's say category where it is. Yes, category wise also. Region and category wise. Yes. Now we are able to see interesting thing here. Mostly in southern region, company is not making a good business. Company is not making good sales. Now we are able to come up with this point when I was mentioning southern region of the Northern America, right? Here, these are the states. So this is again proving a southern region of the United States, the company is not able to make a good sales, right? Region wise also we have seen. Can I make a sorting on this? Let's say there's a sorting like this. See, especially furniture. In case of southern region, furniture is the lowest category where the company is not making good sales. Again, a new business or a question, shall we do something more or shall we replace the furniture with any other category so that we can increase the company sales there in southern region, right? So we need to, I will I will raise some questions time to time and then we will tying up at the last. What the company should make a decision related to the pupil also, right? It will be coming into that. Another one here is, let's say, till now I have not shown you anything about, let's say, another aspect in case of this discount, right? Discount we have not seen anything about as of now. Let me cover that one also. If I start working on this discount part, what the company says to increase the sales in southern region as per the given case, right? As per the given case, the company claim to increase the sales in southern region, we have made a discounted policies or discounted products, right? As usually the company says, though we will get a loss, but make sure that people are purchasing from our shop or our organization, right? Let's say if I click on this profit, discount versus profit. As of now, again, it is coming only one dot, like in case of the face sales. What it is showing us, it is showing us discount versus profit as aggregated cumulative value. What will happen if I start using this as unaggregated value? Now, this is the interesting thing. This is the interesting thing when the company says to increase our sales in southern region or in specific locations, we have given more and more discount. The profit was on the negative side. See, on my x-axis, there is a discount value. On my y-axis, there is a profit value. Whenever you see the value is lesser than this x-axis, this is the negative profit. That means a loss condition.
Sir, can you
How do I?
repeat it?
Yes,
Sir,
please.
please repeat it.
Okay. So what I have done, I'm just making another clause of the company that is given in the case that, see, by seeing this analysis, company is making a claim that to increase the sales in particular location like this and this one, right? What the company has done, company has increased the discounts for few regions or few products. And what the company has found, the moment they increase the discount like this, and they have compared with the profit like this. So by default, it is aggregated value, it is coming like a one dot, but what we are going to analyze individual basis. So what I have ticked on this analysis, untick aggregate measures. So it is showing that the company has made a wrong decision to increase the sales. Giving a higher discount is not going to give you a higher profit also. It is again a negative profit. That this chart says. What the company has adopted a reverse condition. And that's why company became more and more in loss when we are able to see this November 2020, right? By seeing these two charts of the first 2 years, 18 and 19, company started giving more and more discount to increase the profit and sales. But what has happened in 2020? The company is able to get more and more loss due to such policies. That means the top management made a decision in the right direction, but it become revert or it become reverse of that. Company is going to get a more and more loss. So how to represent the loss here? Let's say the same thing if I start working on this color as well. See, now it is clear indication that where is a loss and there is a higher discounted value. Simple. Wherever is the higher discounted value, there is a higher loss to the company. But company now as a top management of the company, what I should do? I have given a clue that increase the discount, but it is becoming a reverse to my business decision, and my company is getting a more and more loss. Right now, another thing here is so this is clear. Another thing here is let me create another chart. So based on the company claim, let me write it as chart 10 or maybe something. Sheet 9. What I can write chart 9, right? So that I can remember when I'm going to drag as a summary. Chart 10 I have created. Now another thing, reason wise we have seen another thing we have covered base cell. But let me cover another aspect here. Let's say another chart here. What will happen if we need to revise our policy, right? So let's say, can I set, like in case of this Power BI, we have a KPIs as well to target some objective. What should be the target for my company if it is happening? So in this case, what the CEO says, let's analyze it again, right? And then profit again, like this. Simple. But now, can I make a comparison between sales and profit like this? Interesting. Or can I make a sales as like this? See? By seeing the last chart, company is saying to increase the sales, we have increased the discount. In revert, we got a loss. A company is getting a loss, right? Now, in this case, company is saying that if you compare, the profit is higher for chairs, profit is higher for phones and some other categories. Let me sort it as well, right? But profit is not good, though the sales is on higher side for the tables, right? That sales, see, the dark color says a high sales, the light color says lower sales or smaller sales. The tables are not going to get a good profitable business for the company. Now we are getting another clue. Let me raise another question here. Shall we stop selling the tables? Because on an aggregate value, tables are always coming as a profit terms, it is coming on the negative side. Right? If you see my chart, sheet number 11, my tables are not a profitable business to my organization. That means it's not a location. It might be that we are going to look further. But another concern here is tables in case of this furniture. So when I was mentioning chart number 8, the furniture in southern region is not making a good business to the company, right? The same thing it is showing me here when I'm making a comparison of sales versus profit subcategory wise, right? What it is happening here or what it is showing here, my tables are not a profitable item or profitable category or subcategory, I can say, to my business. Now, I should raise another question here. As a company CEO or as a company top management, shall we make it unanimous decision to stop selling of the tables? Right? I'm raising this question. We will look on, we will come back on this to make a business decision based on some other facts. Right? But please remember, my company says, based on this analysis, or my consultant says, table is not a profitable business to my organization. We should do something else. Right? Another thing here is, let's say when I was mentioning about this target based, let me duplicate it. What we can do it with other analysis in this. What I will do, let me cover. If I hit show me, now I'm giving the options to show me. There is another chart, bullet chart. But let me cover, let me reverse it first. Let's say if I reverse it, what it is becoming? It is becoming a bar chart for me. And it is clearly mentioned that bookcases and tables are not a profitable business at all for my business organization. Now, this is my bar chart. Now, if I click on this show me option, there is another option, bullet chart, that we are using first time in this course, right? There is another option, bullet chart. What is the meaning and how it is going to help us, right? If I convert my analytics, see, in this case, we are not able to show that how it is going to impact my business because this is a continuous bar line, right? That is a continuous bar line with the last value. If I make this as a T or level on like this, simple. But what will happen if I convert this into a bullet graph? Now it is showing me the real picture like a KPI. Understanding? What I have converted my bar chart into a bullet chart here. First time in this course, we are using this bullet chart. What it is representing here? First thing, there is a vertical dash line, vertical black line, right? First thing, it is a black vertical line. What
Then
it is
could you
showing me?
please repeat this?
Yes. So what I have done, is, see, till now it is clear that we have used or we have compared some and profit and sales for each subcategory, right? Now what I have done, I have made use of this duplicate, right? And first I have converted this chart into as a swap, like now it is a column chart. I have converted into a bar chart first, right? Just by using the swapping button. Now, after swapping of this, what I have used? I have used this show me option, and there is another option, bullet chart, right? What I'm going to use as a bullet chart, let's say, but before that, before I convert this into a bullet chart, let me convert into another one. Let's say, what is that? Side by side circle. Okay, let me see. Okay, and like this. Let me swap it also. Yes. Now, when I was showing you this picture, chart number, this one, and as a swap value, like this, right? It is not sure that what is the real impact and how many values are going on the negative side, how values are going on the positive side. When I converted this as, let's say, where it is, side by side circle. See, I have converted two things here. First one, I have converted my chart as side by side circle. What is the meaning of this? My side by side circle displays related data as circles. Earlier it was your bar chart. Now you are able to see the aggregate values. See, most of the values are in a dense region. Due to these few values, my chart is becoming like this, see, like this. If you see, in this case, due to few value only, it is coming like this negative. But in case of other one, let's say, see, most of the time, the values are nearby values. They are aggregated or they are near all the equal values, right? The side-by-side circle added the new features first time in this course that if you are really looking for the impact of a particular measure over another measure or another dimension, it will give you more clear essence than your bar chart or column chart. Agree with this statement, right? It will give you more essence and more clarity than your bar chart and your column chart. Side by side circle, right? Now we are able to see most of the values are concentrated here or densely populated here, and due to few values only, these aggregated complete bar is coming like this, like this, right? Or maybe like this. This is again a side by side chart. So we are able to see due to few values are on the upper side or outlier side, and most of the values are on the concentrated side or densely populated. So again added value. Now I was discussing here like I have just copied this one, duplicate this one. And what I have done, I have just used this bullet chart, right? In case of this show me option, there is an option bullet chart. If I hit bullet chart here, it is converting my chart as KPI value, right? My bar chart has been converted into KPI value. What was the target for the tables? It is written here. Average sales should be of that much, but in reality, it is happening here itself, right? Says 2 lakh something. What is the target? 2 lakh 6,000. Actual sales is there, but the profit here is negative side, right? That is your targeted one. This is your observed one, right? The blue shade, or I can say blue bar, is the last boundary of this one is your observed one. This one is the targeted one, right? The black line, and this is your projected one. This one, right? Range of values. My range of values is like that, right? The shaded, gray shaded part. Gray shaded part is my range. So this is saying us that what actually we have set, what we have achieved, and what are the possible range of the values in case of the bullet chart, right? So what the bullet chart says indicates individual values, positions in terms of the target value, in terms of the range of the value, and in terms of the observed value. Which is the observed value? Where the blue line is completing observed value, where the gray line is ending, that is the range of value. And whenever where you are able to see the black line, this is your target value, right? Bullet chart. Easy. Following. Now, interesting thing here is, let me cover another aspect when I was mentioning about this calculated part, right? When I mentioned, so as of now, anything to repeat here or anything to like rediscuss? See, this one we have created, this one we have created, right? Another one month-wise, right? Then reason-wise analysis we have seen. Apart from that, we have seen this one, discount and profit as well. The more and more discount, the more and more loss to the company, right? Bar chart in terms of the category wise.
Sir, in bullet
chart.
chart,
Yes,
on
please.
what basis it is showing us the target, the black line?
Black line is like if you see the tooltip, sales is 2 lakh 6,996, right? 966. The same value it is representing here, average sales. So based on this average sales, but in actual, see. And in case of this, let's say the category store is 2,23,844 and profit was 21,000. See, average sales. So it is making the average sales calculation here
Okay,
to fix the black line, right?
okay.
And if you see the range also, let me see the range here. Range is 80% of the average sales, right?
Right.
80%, 80%, 60%. So it has created some equal band here, like a dark gray to light gray part, right? And no one is achieving 100%, that's true. And the blue line is really observed value or actual values achieved by the company in terms of the sales. But now, interesting thing here is, let me create another one here. Let's see.
Sir,
Let me create, yes, please.
please, sheet 11.3. Can you please repeat sheet 11? Third,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, 11.3. What I have done, see, this chart, 11.1, this chart, okay, this one is okay, this one, okay. Okay, so I have used this one. So what I have done, let's say, let me duplicate it, not to alter this. So what I have done, I have converted this chart, this is clicking on this show me, right? And I have used this side by side circle. What is the meaning of this side by side circle? In this, what is the issue with the bar chart as per the analytics says? In terms of the bar line, we are able to see the last value here. If I tick on this T, right? If I tick on this T, it will be showing me the last value 55,618. But we are not able to see in actual way how many values are getting represented here. Most of the value are maybe diversely distributed, or maybe densely distributed near to maybe when we are saying this is a profit. When I'm comparing this as a profit, it is showing me 55,000 something for category X, right? But I'm not sure most of the time I'm getting the same profit, or due to like in case we have come up that November 2020 was a like a such condition that where some category were not showing the good sales. But in that case, to analyze such things, what we have done, we have converted this chart into side by side circle like this. And in this case, in case of analysis, I have just used untick like untick aggregated value so that it can show that one. If I make a reverse of that one or transpose of this one like this, so I'm making use of transpose. So what earlier it was saying that in case of, or let me sort it as well, right? Earlier it was showing us that the complete var is giving me the final value 55,000 something, but in reality, most of the time my profit is coming here, and few values or few items are only giving higher one, or few values are giving a higher profit only. So side by side circle is giving you more insights in terms of your distribution of the values, not only the aggregated end of the bar chart or end of the column chart. So that is the advantage of this. And apart from that, let's say measures value profit we have used, and okay. So and sometimes it is creating your another value, another like calculations automatically. That is not available in your original data set. Now coming back to here,
So my
interesting.
measure value,
Yeah,
it's
measure value is
showing me,
there. So let me see in this profit. So let's say profit as a color. Now it is
my
coming
measure
as a
value
profit.
is including CNT order, some discount, some profit, and some
Okay.
quantity.
Okay, so let me finish it and then I will allow you to share your screen. So what I have
Sure.
done, I have created profit as a color code now. So now you are able to see on the same side, or let's say if I click on this sales on x-axis, let's say like this. Now you are able to see sales and profit as a color one, right? The sales and profit. See, like this. Few, like I was mentioning, or I was raising a question whether we should stop selling the machines. Now we are going to get another option. Machines are not always a loss condition. At few point in terms of sales, they are showing us the loss, right? Contradictory statement to my first statement when I was mentioning that whether the company should start stopping, or whether the company should stop selling machines, right? When I was saying there furniture as well as a machine, something somewhere I was mentioning about this, right? Same way, in this case, at few position or few location, machine is showing the loss, else sometimes it is showing the profit as well, right? Now, let me stop sharing. So please start sharing your screen. Yes, let me see what is your doubt or what is your issue you are facing here.
Sure, sir. One second. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it is getting loaded. Just wait a moment. Yes. So in your case, what it is showing? Okay, measures value, that's fine. Subcategory and measures name. So which one you have selected? You have selected a side by side circle or circle one.
I'm not able to use this one.
Okay. So in this case, just add something in case of the side by side subcategory to columns. Just drag that one. No,
Actually,
not that one. Subcategory
just
to subcategory to column part, right? Now it is coming, and what you can say, and profit and sales. Sales is also on the row side, just sales on row, right? And now just click on aggregate value, just analysis, go to analysis and take aggregate values, right? And you can make a swap or that, or in that case, what you can say, measures value or measures name. In that case, what you can say, subcategory measures name is fine. Or you just make a swap of that, so it will be horizontally or like a bar chart. Now it is becoming like this. Or in this case, so in this case, just to make this profit, measures value on the left corner, measures value profit. No, not measures value. Second column, second column. Yes,
This
measure
one?
value just to right. So just to drag to color part.
Okay.
Just to drag this profit only. This profit just drag it to color. Now it is becoming the same, right?
Thank you.
Now, interesting thing here is when I mention, let me share it again. The interesting thing here is when I mentioned that we can create a calculated part also. So this one. Now, very, very interesting, and how we are going to calculate something, right? So let's say, let me open another worksheet here. So me adding, let me create another worksheet. And another thing here, if I click on this sorter chart, see all the worksheet are coming together. So we are able to see. By default, I have written like chart 1, chart 2, chart 3. Maybe we can have a real names like a state-wise analysis, city-wise analysis, discount versus profit, right? Or maybe employee versus performance, employee versus project completion, and so and so. So we can have a real name as well, right? Now coming back to this in the calculation part. Now, till now, we have not talked about any like a new fields to be calculated here. Two fields it has been calculated or added by system itself, latitude and longitude, right? Now we are going to add some new fields like a power pivot, right? So how to do this one? Let's say I'm going to create or I'm going to drag this subcategories to, let's say, column, right? And now another thing here is till now we have not talked about SIP mode, right? Now, if you are able to see, there are 4 SIP mode. How the company is delivering the product or orders. The first class delivery, same day, second day, or standard class. Like in case of Amazon, if you see, if you are a Prime member, right, they may deliver your packet or your order maybe on the same delivery or maybe on the 72 hours, within 72 hours. But for non-Prime members, they usually ask 3 to 5 days or later than that, right? The same way, this company is also following the practice. If you are using the first class delivery, maybe within few hours, right? If you are opting the shipping mode as a first class and paying higher for the courier charges or delivery charges or becoming a premium consumer for my organization, we may give you the best services. You order at 10:30, we will deliver your packet at 12:30 or before 4 p.m. today itself. The second class is same day. You place an order in the morning, we are giving a guarantee to deliver before 11 p.m. today, increasing the time period. So we will arrange your packet and we will deliver your packet before 11 p.m. But the same day. Second class says might be 3 days or maybe more than that, or maybe within 3 days, right? Standard class says based on the availability, like least priority. Whenever my truck or my courier service is ready to take to make a pickup, to make a delivery, they will do it, but lesser than 7 days. For standard class, they have the case I mentioned for 7 days. A second class, they have mentioned 3 days, same day before 11 p.m. in the night, and for first class within few hours after the placing the order. And based on that, you need to pay different delivery charge, or you need to subscribe different membership in my organization as a customer. Now, interesting thing here is, as of now, we are not able to see which type of subcategory the people are preferring, which type of SIP mode. So as a HR organization or as a HR perspective, if I ask one question to analyze, which type of SIP mode or which type of courier services people are liking from our organization to get their package. So let's say if I ask, if I want to get a cake for my dear one celebrations birthday or maybe something at 3 p.m. or at 5 p.m., I need the delivery today itself, but at a particular time, so that my cake should be ready before my birthday celebration start or before birthday celebration start, right? I will ask, or I cannot wait for the same second class courier service for that. Same thing, if I am looking for some vegetable items to cook in afternoon, I cannot wait for the same day delivery or tomorrow delivery, right? I need fresh vegetables before 2 p.m. or before 7 p.m. today so that my meal should be ready, right? Or meal can be cooked by the person, right? Few items are like that for which we cannot opt the second day delivery. We are requiring at a particular time period, we are requiring to be delivered at a same day. Few items like electronic items, mobile, okay, deliver it by tomorrow morning or tomorrow. I'm happy that to receive my new mobile handset by tomorrow morning. That's fine. Maybe if I ask you to deliver my furniture, my new chair or my new table for study or my office decor, right? Okay, that's fine. If you deliver after 3 days also, no issues. And now, based on the priority, we are setting up the courier charges. We are setting up the courier or delivery priorities as well. Same way, if I ask you as a HR professional to analyze the company's shipping policies and how much discount and how much charge we should make from our consumers so that the crucial items or crucial what you can say product or services the people are in urgent situation can be delivered based on the so many charges. The other one may be the lesser charges, other one may be the least charges, and so on. So can make some policies for that. But for that, I need to analyze what the people are liking, right? For cake, another one, I can understand the genuine cause. It should be delivered before the birthday celebration or maybe a particular time that is mentioned by the customer, right? And maybe for vegetables, maybe 7 p.m., maybe 5 p.m. or so and so. But another thing here is, can I make a ranking? Another thing here is, till now we have not used ranking and indexing as of now in HR course. So this time, first time I'm introducing ranking and indexing of the attributes. Can I make a rank? Forget about the kth value, like we have seen. Forget about the kth value, the topmost or bottommost. Can I make a ranking of the performance of the employees based on some multiple criteria? Right? Not only the salary, not only the ratings, number of working hours, number of the attitude, number of the social behavior, citizenship, number of your administrative tasks, and number of tasks I'm going to include in this. Can I make ranking of all the employees on multiple criteria decision or multiple criteria to make my appraisal decisions, right? So ranking and indexing now first time in the course. So giving the example of this shipping mode. So these are the subcategories and these are the shipping modes, right? But by default, it is coming blue one as a first choice, right? There is no ranking at all. I need to create a ranking. How to create? Now see, click on this where I can say this analysis. Just click on this after creating this chart. Just click on this analysis here. There is another option, create calculated field. Like in case of Power BI, we have a quick measures or new measures, right? The same way in Tableau, we have create calculated measure. If I tick on this create calculated measure, it is asking me that what is the calculation? So let's say if I say ranking, right? Now coming to after creation of this field, now you are going to use index function, right? Now you are going to use index function like this. It will take all the shipping modes into that, and it will create a ranking for you, right? Now if I hit OK, what it will be showing? See, where I was mentioning that latitude and longitude has been generated by the system, my ranking is also generated there itself. See, when I mention my calculations part are given here as a separate from the individual table, discount, profits, quantity, sales, and order count. It is not coming here. It is coming as a system generated. When I said measures names and measures value, these are the system generated part
Sir,
of columns. Yes, please.
sorry, but can you please show how did you make it? My system was hung while you were
Right. So let me delete this one. Right. What I have done, just after creating this chart, right? Just click on this analysis part and then click on this create calculated field.
Okay.
Right. Now, if you click on this create calculated field, it is going to add a new column in your original data set, right? Like it has added latitude and longitude from the geospatial database without we have created. Automatically it has created. So what I'm saying, create a new data field ranking in tables and use function index, right? I'm giving a based on the call. So I'm using index function by default, predefined in W, right? Now if I hit OK here, let's say if I hit OK, it has created a ranking new field in measures field, right? It is not going to create a new table, new field in order table, in pupil table, and in written tables. And apart from that, when I mention in particular table, there are some measures and there are some dimensions, right? These are some dimensions and these are the measures or calculated part. Irrespective of your alphabet order, my calculate part are coming together, my dimensions are coming together. The same thing for second table, person and region as a dimension are coming together, and count becoming a measure, it becoming a different one. The same thing. But now my created ranking new field is coming under a system generated field, right? Now, what will happen? I need to create this ranking. Just click on this right side and convert to, just tick on this arrow by selecting this ranking. Click on this and create on this and tick on this convert to discrete. What is the meaning of this discrete? Why I cannot use the continuous ranking? Why I cannot use continuous ranking? Because ranking might be 1, ranking might be 2. It cannot be 1.1, it cannot be 1.2, it cannot be 1.5 also. That's why I'm going to convert my ranking from continuous, like bar chart or column chart, from 0 to 10 or 0 to 11, right? My ranking cannot be 1.1, 1.2, 1.7, 1.8. Either it is a 1 or either it is a 2. That means the discrete values. Discontinuous value, but in a sequence. So I'm going to convert my ranking into discrete. That's fine. Now what will happen if I drag? What will happen if I drag, let's say, ranking to rows? Now it is becoming a L-shaped picture for me. And I'm not sure that which ranking are getting popular among the consumers, or which one I need to revise my policy in terms of the price, right? Now, by default, it is coming like this, but if I click on this analysis as, okay, not this one, like this, and after that, just click on this ranking part here. See, in case of this ranking, see, whenever, just see my cursor very closely. Whenever I am hovering my mouse over the subcategory, there is a arrow down only, right? There is a option of arrow down, but whenever I am hovering my mouse on ranking, it is a arrow down. Apart from that, there is a arrow up option. If I click on this arrow up option, it is showing me edit calculations. See, if I click on this edit calculation, now this. Now I can incorporate a ranking of SIP mode into my calculations, right? How I have done? Just select this one, ranking, right? And then just click on this, edit table calculations, right? Now, if you click on this, by default, it is calculating on across table. That is not my objective to make an index. My index should be working for SIP mode ranking, right? If I click on this specific dimension, it is showing me both the options, right? Just tick on this subcategory as well as SIP mode. Why it is making two values together? Because in one dimension I have taken as a subcategory, another one I have taken as a SIP mode. That's why it is considering not to apply on all the tables, to apply only on the selected dimension or measures. That I have already taken, right? Subcategory as a column and SIP mode as a column, right? That's why it is showing me the two options. Now it is showing us at the level of, now it is showing me at the level of SIP mode, right? Clear? At the level of SIP mode, and finally restarting every subcategory. Now it is becoming the ranking. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming for each subcategory here in my diagram. Apart from that, it is asking us sort. I'm going to sort based on the profit. Which type of SIP mode is more profitable to my organization than others, right? So let's say it should not be any category, it should be my profit. What it should be? It should be my profit here, right? And it should not be count, it should be some profit. That I have made the change in the function. Now, if I take OK, right? See, now you are able to see ranking. See, for book, SIP mode 1 is blue color. That is a standard class. See, book, why I'm saying this as standard class? Most of the pupil. See, one thing, diagram is clear or need a repeat before I start explaining this one.
Sir, please
Right.
Can
repeat.
you please repeat
Okay.
after the L
Okay.
chart came?
Okay, right. So let me repeat it completely. Let me create another one here. What I have done, I have used this subcategory wise, right? Subcategories and SIP mode has color, right? If you remember that, I have used two dimensions together. So in this case, by default, all the SIP mode are coming as a first class, same day, second class, and standard class, but without any ranking. To create the ranking, let me delete the ranking first here. Right. So what I have done to create a ranking for all the SIP mode for all the subcategories, I have created another created field, create calculated field here, right? And I have mentioned this ranking as a new field name and given a predefined function index, right? But by default, it is applying on across the table, all the fields. That is not my requirement. I need to apply my index function or ranking function only on SIP mode based on the subcategory that is giving you more profit for which SIP mode. If I click on this OK, my ranking is coming here. First thing, I need to convert this into a discrete because 1.1 or 1.7 cannot be a ranking. It should be either 1 or either 2 or either X. Converting to discrete. Now converting to discrete, now I have created a drag my ranking to here. This is L-shaped diagram is coming. After that, what I have done, I have used this arrow down and I've used this added table calculations, right? I've used this added table calculations. Now, why divide it is applied on all the tables values, but that is not my requirement. I'm looking for to apply for SAP category wise and SIP mode wise. So by default, I need to tick on both the type, just tick on both. And finally, it is asking us at the level of, right? Just click on this subcategory as well and SIP mode. Why it is showing me only two options, SIP mode and subcategory? Because it is taking the value from columns, subcategory I have selected, and as a mark cell, I have taken SIP mode as a color. That's why it is showing only two. Now, if I tick on this at the level of what I'm looking for, I'm looking for at the level of SIP mode, right? Restarting based on the subcategory. See, all the subcategories are getting a ranking now and based on the SIP mode. But SIP mode, how you are going to give a rank? Make a rank on the profit so that I can revise my HR policies or my company policies for the pricing and maybe the other aspects, right? Now it is asking us which parameter you want to make a sorting or which parameter you want to make a ranking. Now I'm saying to my software, select the SIP mode here and sorry, not SIP mode, profit of sum, not account, it should be sum, right? Ascending order. Now if I click on this, all see back in the background, my all the subcategories are getting a rank. See, my first orange one says same day. My second category for accessories, appliances, and art binding, another one, book, another one. My same day, people are preferring the same day delivery as a first choice. See, whenever I'm saying there's a rank one, subcategory accessories, people are preferring same day delivery for appliances, right? And for art, design, binding. But for books, they are giving the first priority for standard delivery. No issues if you deliver my book after 4 days also, I can wait, right? So most of the people are not ready to pay as a higher delivery charge for book delivery. My first conclusion here. Another one here is for which category people are preferring first class. That means within the few hours, maybe some machines, maybe some kitchen equipment or maybe something. We need to look further. Another thing here is this one, envelopes. Some envelopes or maybe some couriers. That is the letters, I can say. they are looking for the first class delivery, that means within few hours. Another one here is some fasteners, they are looking for the first one, but it is coming as a second category, right? SIP mode 2. First one here is same day. Either you deliver me a same day envelopes or either within a few hours, second one. Now, if you scroll right here, for supplies and tables, they are looking for a standard class. For, let's say, see, my dark blue color is not coming on the first, except this machine. No other places my first class delivery is coming on the rank 1.
Excuse me,
Right?
sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Sir, the ranking is based on profitability.
Profit of shipping.
So for popularity, it should be based on the order IDs, no? Which is more popular among customers?
No, but we are looking for the profitability perspective.
More
Yes, I
profitable
agree.
for the.
Right. I agree with your viewpoint that from customer perspective, we can go for the order ID as well, right? Which type of SIP mode we have adopted or company have
This
adopted,
is more
right?
popular.
Right. So that is giving you popularity. But if we are looking from perspective of this profitability, so that I can revise, right? See, most of the people or most of the subcategories, they are, see, same day deliveries are preferred as a first ranking. Orange color, right? Orange color is getting more and more time on the first ranking for most of the category. That means people are preferring same day delivery as a first ranking for most of the items, right? Except a few. Other one here is, if you see the standard class, after 4 days or within 7 days, it's coming on the 4th priority. That means we should not charge more for standard class. My first conclusion. My second one here is, we can revise the policy for the same day, right? First class is not getting popular or not giving higher profit to the company. Not to say popular, first class is not giving higher profit to the company, and same day is like giving more profit to the company. Or we can make some information here is how to use a rank, how to create a rank like a calculated field, right? Another thing here is in HR domain where we can use multiple dimensions like employee perspective, and then we can make a ranking of all the employees for the appraisal, for the promotion, and other one that we will see in other data set. But the humble submission here is to create a ranking and to apply ranking and based on the different parameters, right? So as of now, what I have done, I have shown you the worksheet mode, but if you see my film history for maybe a sorter, chart sorter, or sheet sorter, you are able to see all the worksheets here as a summary. So I can directly click on anyone, so it will be going to get there, right? So that is the ease of access here, right? And another one is, let's say if I want to click on this, it will be going directly there.
So where
So-
are you clicking to see the summary?
Yeah, like a right corner, and there are three
okay,
options, right? So
Got it.
first one is a sheet summaries. Second one is a film strip where you are able to see the pop-up coming, where you can just scroll down, scroll right and scroll left. You can select from here, right? Like this. And the last one here is where we are working as a Power View, like Tableau view, right? So as of now, I have covered most of the aspect and calculated field as well, and I have shown this system generated fields as well. And what else? Analysis is left. Dashboard creation, storytelling, I will cover in the next one, right? Worksheet part, I have covered most of the aspect in this, like how to make a summary, how to auto update. See, auto update is there also, right? So it will fetch the new updates and it will update the visualization also. But still, another thing, I have shown this of filters as well, pages as well, right? Another is show me, we have covered.
Purpose of pages, we have seen only one
Okay.
sample.
Right. So pages I was showing in that case when I have incorporated years in this. Like I have created a movie, year-wise movie here, right? If you click on here, see my values are getting changed when the year is changing as a movie or as a play, analytics play, right? See, like this. So in a reverse also, and in a plus, and wherever we want to make a highlight, we can make a highlight on that. And not only that, we can make a annotation on that, like annotation I have covered either as area, either as a point. So we can highlight some points that is specific, or we can identify the people or employee, those who are becoming outlier in terms of a high performance, in terms of the lower performance, right? So we can make a highlight on that by using the annotation, right? Another one we can use the trend lines as well, like average, standard deviation, another one like same. Interesting thing here is, as of now, I have not discussed this dashboard part and story part. That, and please make sure that you are saving all the charts. I'm next time, next session, I will directly drag all the charts, right, to make answers for all the raised questions. Whether as a top manager, we need to make a decision to stop the selling of the tables, to stop the selling of the furnitures, machines, or to stop selling or giving the discounts, another one. So multiple questions I have raised, but we need to identify the answers so that my top management should be happy with my analytics, and they should consider the best business policy, or they can make a best business policy to revise their business operations. Like one policy became wrong when anyone has suggested that to increase the sales, just give more discount. And then ultimately, what has happened? More and more loss to the company. So we should avoid such counter policies where we are promoting something, but in reverse, we are making a loss to the company. So ultimately, it's challenging to survive in the market, right? So what I can do as a CP submission, you just create charts and you just save it somewhere in your system, right? And we will start from this point only in the next session, right? And apart from that, in this, as a CP, you can submit as a screenshot of that one. Just create a Word doc and just at least out of 17 or 18 chart, you are going to submit 10 charts for CP of your choice you have created. No? I will write in instructions as well. Out of 17 to 18, not to burden more. And I will give a deadline after Diwali. Not to worry that tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow. So you can submit before the next session. Right?
So we
So
cannot
I hope.
export this?
Sorry?
So we cannot export these charts?
Yeah. There must be an option in this case. Yeah, export as version or export. Yeah, that you can use. Maybe as a PDF also, or maybe as a JPG also.
Okay.
So like print to PDF also. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you can use anything, but my
But
humble
there is
submission
an
is
option as export as PowerPoint. So will it give a PowerPoint presentation of all the sheets we have
let me
prepared?
correct. Yeah, most probably, but let's say include this view, or maybe what it is asking, a specific sheet from this view. Okay, so let's say if it is asking yes. So let's say yes. Thanks for this. And let's say if I selected 4 or 5, right? And let's say export. So let's say if I click on this desktop and it's D1, right? And if I click, so export it or not? Yeah. So it is opening somewhere? No. So let me open my desktop and let me search here D1. Okay. What I've searched? Whatever in our desktop, right? Okay, so this desktop, I was searching something. So maybe, yes, we can use that one. So thanks for that and explaining, like showing this option also. In Power BI, yes, it is there, but so it is in the Power BI or maybe something. Okay. Yes, please.
Sir, next week holiday?
Yeah,
Next
next
Sunday?
week will be, next week we don't have a class, and this is
And
the festive season.
sir,
Again,
my license is going to be expired within 12 days. Then next to next Sunday, how will it work, sir?
so either you can use reuse after the like uninstall and re-register again the same way, or either you can use a different email ID. So it will be again a 15 days license. Right. So see, now I have opened that one that I have shared with that I have saved with the D1 or maybe something. So it is becoming like this. It has converted into PPT. That's thanks. But again, my challenge here is it is not a live system, right? If I make a changes there, है so if I make a changes there, it cannot be reflected in my saved PPT. है so yes, it
Sir,
is
in that case, just before the presentation, we can export it as a PPT and then we can give the presentation.
Yeah, perfect. That's also perfect. But if you want to convert, or if you want to see, when I'm going to see you PPT preparation in this, right, in the Tableau also, that will be live. Whenever you are, see, another thing here is whenever I'm making a change here, like this, while demonstrating something, it will not be reflected here, right? let's say I have selected here like this, it is not getting reflected. So yes, I agree that it is converting all the visualization into PowerPoint presentation, but it will not be a dynamic, it will be a static. See, now I change something. I am interested in this. Now my top management says is like bookcases. Show me all the analytics related with the bookcases only. So in this PPT, in this Tableau PPT, it will be reflected whenever I'm making any change in visualization. But in case of this imported PPT, it is not going to be reflected, right? So we'll see. Yes, but that method is available, and method is giving us the options that we can import the complete visualization based on our selection and number of people.
Sir, by
Yes.
mistake, if by mistakenly I've hidden these pages and filters, how to unhide it?
Okay. So in this case, there is another option. Let's say here you can see,
Yes, sir.
rows, page. Just click on that. So these will be coming back.
Okay, sir.
Just click on these,
Okay, sir.
which one you have missed or which one you have removed by mistake. So row cell, page cell, filter cell, it will be coming back, right? So as of now, either, yes, I agree that you can convert into PPT as well, and you can say, you can upload that one also. So that is also good. And thanks for suggesting this one, right? And another thing here is, let's say, so any 10 charts or maybe you can import all the charts, 17 charts, up to you. But from my side, if you are able to complete till 10th chart, any 10th chart of your choice, that is sufficient that you have like a practice the worksheet. But another thing here is, when I'm going to open next time the same project, please save it. I will directly drag all the charts to make a complete business summary. Right? As of now, it is a fragmented, right? Why we have created state-wise, why we have created city-wise, why we have created like a item-wise, product-wise, right? And number of things. I will make a complete summary so that any audience who is going to read my 17 to 18 charts, they will understand what is happening exactly with the organization, right? So that is the beauty of this Tableau software, right? So next week we don't have class, and we are going to meet on 10th November. We'll continue the same from this point.
Can we also have some practice on HR based data? Like this is more of a
Yes, I will be sharing that one also, right? And in that case, like the star rating, I have shared a new data set. And again, if you want a more complicated data set, I will share through Google Classroom, right? But in that case, when I'm going to complete the next session of this, I will be asking you to complete a business summary for HR domain. Because you people are the expert in HR perspective. I am expert in analytics domain. So I may miss some points in case of HR domain. So I will be asking you people to come up with the new insights from HR perspective while making a business summary or organization summary, right? So sure, I will share some complicated data for that.
Right, sir.
Right. So anything else before we close for the day? And please save it. And make sure that you are not going to change the file path, else it will be showing the broken links. That is the problem. And that's why I'm not asking you to upload the Tableau save file. When I am going to open in my laptop as a CP evaluation, it will be showing me broken link or maybe something.
So for saving this in this Tableau, we just have to press Control S or?
Yes, Control S or maybe just Control save and just save somewhere in your laptop, wherever you are working or wherever you are making projects of HRM, right? Just save it and don't change the file path till the project is getting completed. Else it will not be opening and it will be showing the file path change as error, right? So that's all for the day, and thanks, and see you in the next next week, 10th November. We are going to meet again, and that will be my last session before you come to the campus immersion, right? So after that, Professor Ture will join, and he will be taking to another domain of HR perspective. Like module 1 will be completed by next session, right? So thanks, and take care and happy